Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
LT cooking your ass.
Like, did he do it? Did he drug her? Did he rape her? If you ain't do this shit, did he? Why did you pay? I'm like, did he do it? Did he drug her? Did he rape her? If you ain't do this shit, did he? Why did you pay? I'm like, did he do it? Did he drug her? Did he rape her? If you ain't do this shit, did he? Why did you? You was an icon, nigga, you ruined it. Did he documentary coming out? 50 Cent shooting it.
You ready? Okay, check this out.
When I say I let a nigga down, I put that on my mama. Niggas gon' see it's real when we get in the drama. I ain't fighting with these in my back out the llama. And start letting off with two niggas, there's no longer problems. I watch the blood seep in the street, I'm swift with the heat. I hit a nigga quick, know why? Niggas hit me, they call me 50. AKA's Two Gun Charlie. Find me up 4 in the morning to catch me a body.
Clip it, nigga. Why you picking on Fatty? Fuck that fat bastard.
You just said, Derek, you said that. Your whole argument been off the numbers. If you it's fine, let's go with it. It's fine. Okay. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Hey, Chris, I'll answer your question with a yes or no answer, but I want to be clear. I was talking about E Black's point. If you go back to
I'm talking about earlier, before
relax. That wasn't my point about legal, okay? Just but for the record, if she's 16 and she's legal, yeah, I'll marry her. What's your next question?
So you will. So
wait. Hold on. She's legal. Wait. But that.
FBI, open up! Come on out, you rapist!
Hold on. Let me be clear. Is that the only determination that I would make to marry somebody? Or do you say there has to be...
Of course, it gotta be...
Thing to do with gaslighting. Gaslighting is for them.
Bro, you like 16-year-old girls. I don't want to talk to you.
That's fine.
Hey, Lee, they tried to kill you over
You like
YouTube,
16-year-old
Lee.
girls, bro. I'm not talking to you after that conversation. Matter of fact, you like 12-year-old girls.
I need order. I need order.
Kiki, I love you, but I don't share spaces with pedophiles. I'll talk to y'all later.
So, well, fatty clown ass, who said it twice. In that same live I showed, the bitch said he would fuck a 12-year-old if it was legal. But you're ranting and raving about a rapper.
I've seen him do it.
They're marrying at 12. Like 20-year-olds with 12-year-olds.
Because they all predators. Because they all predators.
No,
I
no,
actually
no.
do believe Fatty,
It's a culture.
if the legal age of consent was 12, he definitely entertained it.
But I
Yes,
believe
absolutely.
that in
So
those
that means,
cultures, those
like-
men are predators.
Oh,
When a man is willing to marry a 12-year-old girl, he does not think that he about to do any damage. I'm not messing with no young girl because
We're gonna have a conversation with a 12-year-old girl.
I'm gonna do massive damage to that. I'm not touching that. Y'all niggas,
I'm not touching that. I'm going to do major damage to that. He was talking literally about this dick size. Literally.
You already thinking too far into this. Wait a minute.
low dick men, bro. Any girl, any man that wanna mess with a 12-year-old girl is a low dick man. Bro.
Every man that messes with a 12-year girl is a short dick man. He told him, not me. He said it. And let's see how funny everybody looks. Another thing for the content creators that are going very hard, very, very hard lately. Remember what is happening here. I have for multiple days 300 plus people on my show. If my channel get demonetized, what do you think these people are going to do to you?
When does crack, now so the cocaine's happening, when does that crack come into play?
Learn the rules.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. Alright, so we caught this fat piece of shit in 4K once again. This piece of dog shit, this gaslighting fool. Listen, he's trying to run all sorts of defenses. He's literally paying off content creators to try to defend him. We have the evidence. We're going to pull that up in part 3. Part 3, we're going to react to the content creator aspect to this. The defenses, the people that are paid in time just to defend, the people that refuse the payment, the people that are exposing this motherfucker. This is the thing, y'all. This motherfucker wants to revise history. I don't know what the hell he's doing on his channel right now. Probably reacting to it in full, thinking that this is the only one. Gotcha, bitch. He said it out of his own mouth. If it's a one-time thing, you give somebody so you give people grace. But if it's a recurring theme, you look into that person as a predator. And it is a recurring theme with this piece of shit. Trying to gaslight folks on his channel right now. We have the evidence. We have him doubling down on the statements. This is the funniest thing. This guy thinks that he's trying to, oh, it was a joke, it was a joke. We have him on air, on camera, justifying the jokes. Justifying it. So you're saying it's jokes, but you justify it and try to rationalize it. No, nigga. 5'10". Dusty ass motherfuckers in that Passport Bros Discord just making up shit. Them niggas cooked me in that Discord.
Yeah. You're done. You're done.
Line it up.
Damn, you got rid of that nigga quick. The hell happened? There we go. Oh, this nigga's just silent.
If my channel disappears, what do you think these people are going to do to you? I can literally tell everybody, hey guys, don't flag nothing, stop, just relax, don't do it. We are not like them. Let's just pull back. What do you think is going to happen?
Now, what is this? This is Fat Man knowing he's guilty, got caught in 4K, know that there's a whole bunch of evidence. The folks that still want more evidence, I'm looking at them like,
what more do you want from me?
but this is the thing, we do. We got it. We got way more evidence. We got, it's so bad. This motherfucker thought he deleted all those videos. We got him. We got him. So, let's get into this. This is him responding, but we're going to get into all the videos, man. This is bad for him. And it's terrible for Aaron O, because Aaron O was absolutely serious when he made his claims. And, you know what? I'm done talking. Let's get into it, man.
You think you're not going to be next?
Said he's reviewing my old rap videos. Hey, free promo, man. If you want to review decade-old rap videos, go ahead, man. It's free promo. Everything I do on this platform is chest out. Unlike you, just dusting it up, frauding it down, saying shit like this. Hold up, chat.
Clip it, nigga.
I have no evidence that you are an harlot, and none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me, and that's how people usually go about.
Pathetic.
I will leave you alone.
Pathetic.
I know what's going to happen. I told yesterday on Robbie. If I get demonetized, I put my Cash App on the fucking screen, and I get $4,000 per month of Cash Apps, like I was doing probably before I got monetized. I do this. Thank you very much, Cree, for the Cash App. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the fishnet crop. Blah 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 blah. Like, what do you think is going to happen? I'm still going to make money out of this. If my channel gets deleted, I'll do another one. And I'll be monetized in 2 weeks. So, again, either I win or I lose. You're still going to become you're still a loser. People are not going to flock to your shit if I disappear. People actually are going to hate you.
Now,
we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Tell that to all the other folks that have way more of a following than you. Tell that to the Fresh and Fit who got demonetized, who we talk shit about. Tell that to Pearl who got demonetized, who we talk shit about. You can't have an army full of incels run over here and flag shit. The YouTube will look over that and be like, nah, we ain't going with that. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Everything is within the guidelines. What are you talking about? You're the only pedo on the fucking. You're the only pedo on the platform. You're the only one that has to worry and watch your back, nigga. The fuck are we talking about?
If my shit disappears, gets flagged, whatever, what is going to happen is that my people are going to hate you. You will be like, for example, me trying to flag Aaron O. Half of my shit would literally disappear. It would be like me trying to flag Anton. Half of my shit will literally disappear. But it's kind of, again, funny that you guys want me to lose so bad that you don't understand that if I get pulled to the bottom of the ocean, you guys are going to follow up next. Like, it's hilarious. I truly don't understand how you can see this. Because people are not going to be quiet and just let it go. They are not. We are all in the same space. We go to all the same channels. What do you think is going to happen?
But nah, yo, yeah, I wanted to. When I saw that episode, bro, I was like, yo, I gotta get the word. I tried to get you on one of the other streams and say, yo, send me your maps, not your number, but like an email, something I can send you so I can send you the video.
Nah, shout out to World Class, because if World Class has the videos that I didn't, I had most of the videos, but the ones that I didn't, World Class supplied them. So shout out to World Class.
Video, but I wanted you to break down that video that Aaron O did with it's called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number on his channel. Yeah, exactly, on his channel. And I downloaded the video just to make sure you don't take it down, because if you go to 3, everybody
understand, y'all. These guys want to just chalk it up to, oh, we were joking. We have a video where the whole video, the live stream is called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. And they try to make it sound arbitrary. Oh, it's just X, Y, and Z. And yo, it's so bad. The law is the only thing stopping these guys from going to unforeseen ages. It's pathetic out here. It's disgusting out here. These guys are predators. It's predators.
Go to 3.
And you see the way how I said, everything I said they would do. The defense, the paying off YouTubers to try to defend them. Some people aren't having it at all. the 7-hour live streams they try to do to try to cook somebody when they don't want to focus on the main point. He tried to avoid the main point until many YouTubers tried to cover it. Then they started covering it. The word got too big. The video that I did got too big. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, let's review it in full. I haven't seen his live stream, but there's nothing defending that live stream, playing it in full. Whatever he tries to do to gaslight folks, we have him doubling down, and then we have him tripling down. So it gets so bad for this bitch-ass nigga. So bad.
Hours, 16 minutes. Go around like 10 seconds, so you get like a good, nice. Maybe just go to 3 hours, 16 minutes. So you get, because I think it was Jay Prince that asked him the question, and your man said, at his age now, he's 32 now. Your man said that if it was legal, I would marry a 16-year-old, and he said, let me give you the context. His bum ass context was just because it was the law of the land. That if it's legal, he will do as what the law allows him to do. And
now, he's telling us this. This is Reaper speaking. Reaper doesn't like me because we fell out over some fatty shit. He was talking shit. He took fatty side. I kicked him out the Discord. This was months ago. So he started hating on me since then. But Reaper was suspicious of this. Reaper was calling out Aaron O. He didn't hold Fatty to the same fire as JB did. But JB was there the entire night of jokes. The entire night of the jokes when he made the serious statement following the quote-unquote jokes. Didn't answer the super chat seriously. Aaron O didn't. But now we have Aaron O caught in 4K. But let's get into this.
The next episode, just real quick before I put it in the chat, the next episode, when I found out, because Unlikely was going at me, he didn't know where exactly to pinpoint this shit, right? And I was like, oh, but Aaron O, you did say that shit. When I put in the chat, he tried to ignore my super chat. So I put it as a super chat to make sure, look, I'm giving you money so you read my motherfucking chat. He tried to ignore it, and then people started calling him out in the chat like, yo, read Reaper's super chat, bro, because we seen you ignoring it. Because what Aaron O does, and a lot of people do, they go by the super chats one by one. He literally tried to go back to older super chats to ignore mine. And I'm like, yo, bro, no. Go read my super chat. And then I asked him another question in the super chat. I said, okay, yo, bro, if this person was 14 years old, would you marry them still? And him and Raw B were trying to filibuster around my question, talk about, oh, we allow people to go to. I'm like, bro, I don't give a shit about none of that shit. Answer my motherfucking question. He couldn't do it. So I'm like, this is where you got, these people are legit sickos. Because you know why? When you are younger, you see people drinking alcohol. I'm not saying you world class, but I'm saying most people, right? And I'm not demonizing me too, right? You see older people doing certain things that are at your age right now, at the age that you were, it's illegal, but you wanted to do it. Hey, I want to drink a little bit. I want to see how it feels. Or I want to smoke a little weed. I want to see how it feels. By the time you get to that age, you decide when you want to do it. When you're talking about you're only not doing something because it's against the law, that means that you're sexualizing that person regardless.
Yep. And that's the point we're getting at here. They're talking about, oh, call the cops if we did anything. It's like, bro, we didn't say you did anything. You're constantly sexualizing the children, and then you're trying to make arguments to have sex with underage children, which we're going to get into the arguments that they make, the dumbass arguments that they make. So shout out to Ace2 with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Ace2 says, Floyd vid was funny. The self-hating things said Social was agreeing. Not throwing shade on Social. I had to argue with them too, not to believe they are inferior. Yeah, the shit that Floyd was saying, that self-hatred shit was dusty as shit. But let's get into, we'll speak about that later. Let's get into this topic. We want to stay focused on topic. But shout out to Ace with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
You may not do it, but in your head, you are still sexualizing that person at 14 or 16 years old. Y'all gotta watch out for the motherfuckers you have around. And Raw B, again, Raw B is whatever to me. But these are the people, when they go around talking about, yo, yeah, protect all women. But these be the same motherfuckers when it's their uncles, when it's their brothers, when it's their relatives that go around sleeping around with or forcing themselves on the younger relatives. They be the ones that be like, oh, no, that's just Uncle Charles, you know, blah, blah, blah. These be the ones that be protecting them. And like I said, I know, excuse my language, I know niggas in my old neighborhood that when they found out there was this dude that was sexual harassing old women, I wasn't there because I was still in school, they all wanted to kill the motherfucker. And it was girls holding them back like, no, don't do it, blah, blah, blah. So I want to hear no shit about men not protect. Like I said, there's a nigga in my old building, 161 South Elliott, 170 South Portland. Anybody knows Anthony from back in the day, killed the nigga Bro, man. All that, man, let me show you. Let me send this shit in the back, man, but he says, what he talking about? It don't matter if it's a Bible. Anyway, let me send the link. So you get the video. It don't matter if it's no damn Bible. No, he was talking about now. That he would do that shit now. Like, he wasn't talking about back in Bible days. I'm gonna get the video right now, man. These niggas is weirdos.
I do agree.
Now, understand that everybody, when they first heard the comments, everybody was convinced that they were pedos. They were predators. But for some reason, this got covered up. Everybody changed their mind. Folks went from jumping off of panels with them because they didn't want to fuck with that shit to getting gaslit into oblivion and just somehow accepting these folks back into the fold. I don't know. I wasn't there. I came across this footage recently compared to whenever the hell they seen all this shit. This was a year and a half ago now.
I don't agree. You had MR. What was his name? The guy, the preacher guy that got married at
MR. Modern Renaissance.
You had that was very vicious because you had for 4 hours people arguing on.
Now, y'all, I'm not gonna give too much perspective and opinion until we get all the things, all the footage out of the way. So I'm gonna try to react to the footage as much as possible before I give my opinions on the things, because there's a lot of damning footage here that they like to hide and delete. So let's get into it.
Different talking points. That was more vicious content because that was more serious debate style. This is Fight Club. I can't bring up. I don't think bringing up this in regards to personality and a lot of things holds validity more than what Aaron O's show was about. And that's
but on that show, and this is why J Prince is a fucking dumbass, we were explaining to him different cultures in different parts of the world have different rules. We're not condoning, we're not saying, hey, go to Thailand and get a 13-year-old. We are saying you have to understand that different countries have different cultures. Like, for example, the United States. You motherfuckers have Mormons. Mormons are marrying like in their teens. And that's like they have close communities. Nobody says nothing. It is what it is. Here in Portugal is the gypsies. The gypsies have a special like they school on the 6th grade and they go about their families. We have still these. We still have these in society. So it's very
once again making the argument for the cultural relativity. How it varies and it's acceptable in some places and not acceptable in others. Still making that same argument. He says he was joking about the ages being lower, but once again, he's still doubling down on the argument. It gets worse, folks.
Stupid for us to have a conversation and we say, hey man, in Japan, the age of consent was 13, now it's 14. Oh, if 14 is the age of consent, you are fucking kids. I think that then was the only thing that was the smoking gun. Aaron was upset at J Prince. I remember me, you, and J Prince and Aaron were on the back and forth for like 30 minutes, 1 hour. Oh, because this shouldn't be like this, shouldn't be like that. And because J Prince style of debate is, I'm going to go to the mud, I'm going to stick it right here, and I'm going to try to do the fake gotcha that is not a gotcha because he's a kid debating. He said, okay, sure, I'll marry her. Now what? And now after that, you have a bunch of problems because you just want to move on with the conversation, and you think, nobody's going to take nothing out of it. And that shit was, again, if people catch you sleeping on the internet, the vicious shit. You said vicious once. Now everybody's like, oh, vicious, look at the vicious, you like, right?
Hey,
that's how things go. Go ahead, Reaper, you got this.
I think that's kind of bullshit, my dude.
Go ahead.
On the Aaron O shit, because a lot of this came up the first time because when I brought it to podcast, because when I was on the stream after y'all had the conversation, it came up. When I forget exactly what show Aaron O's show was, and I asked the dude, and to clarify it, I was like, "Wait, hold up, bro. You would marry a 16-year-old?" And I said, like, "Yo, bro, you joking? Like, just explain the concept."
No,
hold on, fatty, please, because when I asked Aaron O, literally everyone else but Aaron O answered the question. If I ask you something straight up, you just could answer. I don't hate Aaron O. I don't have no I don't because when I brought it up, people like, oh, you hating on it. I'm like, bro, I don't know him from a hole in the wall. I just subbed to his channel. I'll watch his shows when I have time, but backing up before all this shit. So I didn't hate him, and I don't watch Fight Club, but You know, I've seen him on cheeky shows. Oh, he has some good debating styles, whatever. Like, he's cool, whatever. I don't have an issue with him.
Yeah.
When I asked him to clarify it, he skipped my chat. He skipped my super chat several times. And it was after the fact. It was literally another show after where Raw B was on. When she first heard it, her eyes were bugged out because she's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it," because he never clarified it. So not everyone else. Bro. Everybody, no.
The worst part is when you get the clarity. When he actually clarifies it, it's way worse. So it's like, yo.
No, I remember that, Reaper.
What was
you
that?
were upset because he skipped your super chats, and then you went on Cheeky Show or whatever. You said, that motherfucker Aaron, he doesn't read my super chats. I remember.
No. I'm not mad because he didn't read the super chat. I don't give a fuck. I sent super chats. Hold on. I sent super chats. Hold up, my dude. I wasn't mad because he didn't read the super chat.
You hear the deflection? He always thinks it's about money. Oh, you're mad because he didn't read the super chats. It's like, my nigga, you didn't answer the question, and folks are taking this shit seriously because y'all are a bunch of predators. Yo, it gets way worse. It gets worse.
Guys, not in the fact of him not reading the super chats. He didn't address the question. That day, he answered everybody's. You know how you do? Like, a billion super chats will come and you read every single one of them. And ignore mine, right? He did not read it because he was caught. He realized he said some shit that was questionable. And everybody else, here's the thing, right? Because I heard some of it. I apologize. I was walking and saw, I heard some of it, right? And I think you wanted me to opine what a World Class said, right? And I agree. World Class played the double standard in terms of when it came to podcasts, he didn't have the same energy. I agree with you. I was walking, so I couldn't really answer.
Now, listen to this, y'all.
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
There's so much deflection and obfuscation. It's pathetic. It's like, oh, he didn't hold this guy to the same standard. Does that mean that you're not a pedo? You're still a pedo, so it's like, okay, we'll get to the next motherfucker after, but we're still focused on the fact that you're a pedo. He wasn't held to the same standard. I don't know podcast situation, but we'll get into it later.
To the shit. But here's the thing. Y'all play the same thing with Aaron. Y'all do the same thing with... I'm sorry, not you. My bad. I'm sorry. I meant to not you. JB brought the same shit with Aaron, right? Because he hated on you, but not on Aaron. So y'all, I'm not saying y'all, but a lot of y'all do the same shit where y'all don't be objective. Where it's like, yo, if someone does some shit that's foul, if they my friend, I shut up about it. Because Roby was in the chat coming at like, oh, don't listen to that. They hate. I'm like, what? I don't hate on Aaron. Oh, I don't know how much money he makes. I hope he makes a lot of money from the Fight Club shit because he's on there a lot of hours and you trust me, working late hours is terrible on your body, on your mind. So you better be making some fucking money. So I don't hate on him, but he's a guy that he addresses. He comes.
They always go to, you're hating on this person. You're hating on this person. We have commentary on everybody. Celebrities, rappers, comedians, actors, Manosphere folks, red pillars. It doesn't matter. Everybody's fan base gets a little annoyed at certain comments when you're telling the truth about folks. But when it comes to the Manosphere pussies, these guys act like a whole bunch of bitches, man. The most sensitive niggas competing to be women. It's like y'all will never become women. Y'all just competing to complain. It's like, yo, man.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Comes off as a I'm not calling him stupid. He comes off as intellectual, person who likes to engage in that type of debate. And if it's Jay Prince say some dumb shit, you play the smooth route, trap Jay Prince some intellectual shit, and then, have Jay Prince expose himself. I actually respect that shit. Yeah. But when you say some shit, again, if you have a heavy conversation like this that you brought up, no one brought it to you, you want to bring it up, and you're imbuing your personal shit into it, you got to stand on your shit, bro. If you say something, stand by it. He did not, and everybody else sat up for him. If he said he was joking, remember when you and World Class got into it? Remember how World Class got on me? He was like, no, the joking about I was like, no, Fatty was joking. I'm like, I don't agree with the jokes because I like comedians.
Reaper. What are you implying?
Ali.
Reaper making no point.
It's fine, Ali. Let me ask you something.
Y'all got it.
No, Reaper. I actually am curious about it, right? Did you understand the debate? Like,
yes, I understood Yes, I understood the debate.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, and please be very careful, okay? I don't want another fucking hour going around.
Yes,
age of consent on my parents' country is 14. In Angola, which is Flora country, is 12. In your homeland, I think it's 11, something like that in Nigeria, right? The concept of the show was cultural relativism. What?
You hear that? The concept of the show. Exactly what I said it was. Cultural relativity. But he says, I don't know what the fuck he said. He said relative. I don't know what the fuck he said.
What is wrong in one place is here, right?
It's relativity, but
the concept of the show was cultural relativism. What is wrong in one place is right in others. What we might consider wrong, the Gypsies are doing, the Mormons are doing, Nigerians on their homeland are doing, Japanese are doing. It's all about the construct of how do we get to the age of consent? What is the appropriate age for somebody to get married? I would be a fucking dumbass if I came around to a Chinese person and says, "Motherfucker, you don't need dog. Dog is a fucking pet. You don't need fucking horse. Horse is a fucking pet. You don't do that shit." But for them, it's normal. And for us, if we eat pig, the motherfuckers on Middle East are going to look at us crazy. Look at those motherfuckers eating bacon. Pig is the dirt. Everybody.
Now, understand, when he's speaking about Aaron O, somebody that they frequent panels with, all these folks is guilty because they love staying around predators, around pedos, people that make arguments for underage activity, folks that are clearly, it's like, yeah, you're a suspect. If it wasn't for the law, you'd be doing something. So we're watching you because people do shit in spite of laws anyway. So if that's your mentality, it's like, how more, like, you're standing out, sir. You're standing out. So this is the problem. He was very upfront. The same way he called Unlikely Lee out on the same panel, saying he was serious about his comments, saying that he was talking about his peen size. He called him out when he was saying, oh, it's a joke when it's me. But he called out Unlikely Lee, saying, yeah, he was talking about his peen size. So he was seriously thinking about it and talking. It was a serious comment. He threw that on Unlikely Lee. Then he said Aaron O is serious because Aaron O did make a serious conversation because the conversation was circulated around age of consent. The whole thing was age is the title of the stream was age is nothing but a number or some bullshit like that. So it was a serious conversation. So you have no problem throwing Aaron O under the bus, which he said seriously that he would date a 16-year-old if it was legal wherever the hell he is at. So that's some suspect shit already. That's some pedo shit already. I would say predator shit. That's a better word.
1 second, everybody. So the point was we are looking at realities around the world, and we are having a serious discussion of why is the number there, why is legal there, why our parents and our grandparents married super early and with giant age gaps, and now we get into this number where 18, 21, 16, depending on the countries. That was the conversation. My question to you is, because you keep putting that shit on Aaron, and I want a clear answer, do you believe that he does that shit?
You hear that? Do you believe that he does that shit? They keep going to, oh, if you believe we've done something, call the police. So we're not criminals, call the police. We're talking about your thoughts and your comments, sir. You're sexualizing and you're seeing underage children as a sexual, an option, a relationship option. You're making arguments to make that so. We hear this all the time in Manosphere, folks, talking about, oh, these older women are immature, they have kids, we want young. They keep talking about younger women. Always older men campaigning for younger women. We've seen folks like Tyga, Red Shirt, Kylie. She was underage. He didn't take it public until she was a certain age, but everybody knew that he was with her.
I've seen him do it.
It's like things like this is so normalized in the culture, and then folks will defend it if they're cool with somebody or they fuck with somebody or they're getting a bag with somebody. That's what it comes down to. All this shit comes down to a bag.
I'm getting rich.
All them niggas is dusting it up by themselves. Can't do it themselves, so they have to be reliant on this group shit. So one person that's a strong pull in the group, they need in the group. Ain't nobody signing up to watch E Black. This nigga put out a diss about me, and I'm like, I ain't watching that shit. Not even a second. I'm like, yo, somebody send me the footnotes, man. I got the footnotes. They're like,
I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. I didn't watch E Black before I started working with E Black. I didn't watch E Black during working with E Black, and I sure as well ain't gonna watch that shit after. That shit's trash, man. That's why he's always struggling to have like 9 niggas in there. It's like, come on, man.
I can answer that.
That he touches little girls?
Yes.
I can't sit up here and say he touches little girls. I don't
on,
really.
man.
But Aaron did that. That's the red flag that people supposed to be looking for.
Y'all playing games with this shit.
Yo, imagine being so trash that someone drops a diss about you and you're just like, yeah.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
I'll pass. Somebody tell me if there's something good in there. Like, come on, man. Y'all are tripping.
You cannot answer these fucking. I don't need you to chime in. I don't need you to chime in, bro. I'm saying it right now. Hold up. I'm saying it right now. I don't know. Hold up.
Relax again. Relax, Reaper, relax. This is what I'm talking about, right? And before you answer, the point was, if you don't believe that he actually do it, why the fuck pursuing that shit and ruin the reputation of somebody that you believe? Hey,
bro. Do you hear this? If you don't believe he didn't do it, why pursue it and ruin the reputation? It's because he said it. You guys are campaigning for this. It's all over y'all talking points, and then when you say it outright, when you're asked a direct question, it's like, oh yeah, this is what we see. This is where all those talking points were circling back to. This dusty underage campaigning, and then you rationalized it again. You're making an argument for it. You're talking about the gypsies do this, the Mormons do this, X, Y, and Z. It's this age in this country, this age in this country. You're making arguments for your attraction to younger women, or to not younger women, girls, minors, children. They keep talking about Mormons get married at a certain age culturally, and they do it illegally because they're underage and X, Y, and Z. It's like, yeah, they're similar age. They're children marrying children in that case. They're not these old-ass 35-year-old niggas creeping on these young motherfuckers. It's like, what are we doing out here? This is filthy work.
Bro, I'm not. No, let me answer the question. I don't know the nigga does it or not. But if someone says if it was legal, I would marry the person. That means that they have a let me not even say Aaron, because y'all gonna get all triggered and shit. Listen to what I'm. Oh my gosh, can I finish the fucking point?
Understand something, y'all. They are only talking about the age of consent for sex. They ain't talking about, oh, we should make the age of drinking the same age as getting into a club or something like that. How come you can get into the club but you can't drink? Like, talking about ages like that. They're talking about legal. They weren't talking about none of that. They weren't talking about nothing else other than the age of consent. So they're trying to act like this is some sort of this is nothing deep. This is not a deep conversation. This is some pervy shit trying to justify the filthiness.
I will not sit up here and say that.
And then he's on his platform trying to backwards explain the predator shit. It's like, what are we doing, sir? You got caught in 4K. This is the thing, bro. You're talking about call the cops if you did anything. We heard your comments. You doubled down. You tripled down. We seen it on camera.
I've seen him do it.
If I'm calling you a predator and I'm Cap, sue me. How about that? Sue me for defamation because it's your words against you. Bitch, nigga. Fuck around and thought. What are we talking about out here? I'm not putting shit on y'all. Aaron O said it out of his own mouth. You said it out of your own mouth. What are we doing out here? And then you doubled and tripled down, which we're gonna enjoy and watch. Let's get into it. Then part 3, we're gonna outline the entire manipulation, all the content creators that are running convenient deflections because they're guilty and they're a part of this shit too, and or they're getting a bag on the other end, or they're getting manipulated and shut down. We have footage of this motherfucker literally threatening another content creator with the shit that he knows about them. We're going to get to that in part 3 because there's too much to react to. Literally on the panel talking about, if you try to take this position, my people will come for you. We could do a 7-hour show. There'll be 300 people in the crowd. That's what he always does. He's like, oh, there's going to be a bunch of incels laughing and parroting and shit, just indoctrinated in his dust. It's like, my nigga, who cares? If there's no validity to your statements, who the fuck cares? You get on your platform and you just start clowning. It's like, bro, we're telling the truth about you. You lying on us.
I have no evidence that you are a harlot, and none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me, and that's how people usually go about. I will leave you alone.
And don't edit my face in the fucking thumbnail, man.
Nasty bitch.
Like, that's some filthy work. I don't need that shit, nigga. Take the face as is. Pause. Super pause. Pause drop.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
This nigga in his zesty edits. Always trying to make himself look like something he ain't. Fucking weirdo.
The dude, first of all, my first thing was that I was asking him a question. He didn't answer it. I didn't sit up here and have a whole campaign saying, oh my gosh, Aaron, always blah, blah. I turned world class, yo, look at this thing. He could not answer the question. And that raises red flags to me. So again, I can't sit up here and say, yo, Aaron O is doing that shit on the back end, but
Lee, perfect example. You said Marcus Houston is a perfect example. We're going to get into that later because I spoke about Marcus Houston on my podcast years ago. We'll see if my points and my talking points are consistent.
The fact that you said that shit, and granted, you did not clarify, you didn't say you were joking, blah, blah. The fact that you said that, that means that when you walk around, that you are attracted to those types, even though you cannot do anything to them. But if it was legal, you would mess with them. So again, he could have clarified it. He did it. I didn't sit up there in the chat. I wasn't sending super chats and say, "Oh, Aaron knows this." I said, "Aaron, answer the freaking." No,
Reaper. Hey, Ashton, Reaper. The point is that was not my question. If I ask you, hey, Reaper, do you think I touch girls? Yes or no, bro?
I just answered the question, bro.
Reaper.
Bro, it's a logical fallacy. Our argument is that you guys are sexualizing young girls. And you're making arguments for people to see it as you being with them as an appropriate thing. That's what y'all are doing. That's why it's predatory and weird. And then your practices with other content creators, that's predatory practices. We're going to get into that in part 3. That's some of the most egregious practices. We're going to get into that. But come on, man. This type of these deflections and these red herrings and all the conversations, you're arguing something different, sir.
Be clear about it. I'm going to put Escobar. Do you think I touch girls? Yes or no?
Little girls? No, I don't think you touch little girls.
So Reaper, this is what we're talking about.
We have no evidence of you touching young girls. We have evidence of you sexualizing and desiring young girls.
No reason for, I don't know, because
Fatty, you're not. Fatty,
no, Fatty, that's
wrong. Bro, Fatty. You said you were joking, and you literally clarified and said, I would mess with, what is it, 25, nothing below 25. You clarified it.
Do you hear that shit? He actually bought that bullshit where he said he clarified it, and he said he would deal with nothing less than 25. Like, come on, man. You actually buying that shit? Come on. This fat incel with a blow-up doll? Come on, man.
He did not.
That's what people do, Fatty.
He did
people
not.
That don't answer, they are the main
What if he just didn't want to talk about it? What if he just didn't want to talk about it?
Okay, Ali.
Okay,
stop
but
it, bro,
even if he didn't want to talk about it,
Ash, I don't even need Ashton. I don't even need help. No, you good, bro. That whole night he answered everybody's question. Ali, if somebody was slandering you, I don't even say slander. If somebody asked you a question and you looked and said, yo, bro, I was joking. Or I would have taken it like, okay, Aaron was joking. Or Aaron didn't mean it like that. Or Aaron meant it this way, blah, blah. He did not answer the question.
No, Reaper, what if Fatty didn't want to do his live? That doesn't imply anything. What if he just don't want to talk about it?
But he's still not in the room.
Wait, what? What kind of statement was that?
What?
He did not answer the question.
Reaper, what if Fatty didn't want to do his live? That doesn't imply anything. What if he just don't want to talk about it?
But he's still not in the room.
Everybody,
what are you talking about?
I got it, bro. Because
Reaper. We want to have a conversation. You are just everybody's too animated. Let's relax.
I'm sorry for streaming. I'm sorry.
Reaper, you gotta hold your point, man. You can't get so sensitive on your
What's my point? No, Eli, what's my point?
You're getting real sensitive on your
You
point.
see what I'm talking about, bro? Like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet because you know me, Fatty. I'm sorry.
No. I appreciate you, but.
Shout out to A-Lady747 with that $10 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
A-Lady747 says, sexual touching and having sex of any kind with a minor harms them just like a beating. These weirdos think that sexual gratification is driven by human nature, so it's okay. Yeah, these guys are filthy, man. They make all sorts of filthy rationalizations for their predatorness. It's like, bro, like, stop it, man. And they thought that, man, They legitimately thought they can gaslight and hide this shit in people's face. Oh, these folks are still around them, so they must not be a predator. No, these are predator enablers. These are the same predators, or these are the same folks that enable it within their communities. I don't stand for that shit in my community. I don't stand for that shit online. I don't give a fuck. If it's around me, as my role in media, I'm gonna call that shit out. I'm gonna document that shit. I'm gonna see it, because how else am I seeing it? It's online. And I'm gonna call that shit out. And y'all gonna live with it. Because it's the media, nigga. I don't know what type of shit they doing over there in the manosphere. They just have circular conversations. They have no idea of how the media works themselves. So they're always feeling like they're victimized. Oh, someone's always picking on me. It's like, bro, stop it.
Crying to me, and I'm not having that.
They always want to talk about leadership in the manosphere. Oh, these women aren't submitting to us. They're not following our leadership. My nigga, y'all are predators. Y'all don't protect the women. Y'all don't protect the kids. Y'all protect your personal interests. You try to finesse the women on your panels. Oh, they keep coming back here for bad treatment. Oh, y'all are collaborators. This was a collaborative effort. Y'all always want to put the stigma on the women. Oh, they're just thirsty for attention. What are we doing out here? We're in the media. We're public figures. We are competing to get the most views out here. Of course, they're going to want a level of attention. They're doing the same thing you're doing. But they want to shame them. It's bizarre.
Reaper,
Why are you inserting yourself in the
Reaper, that's the thing, right, Reaper? And this is like the benefit of the doubt.
To me, hold up, we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna let this play. But the filthiest thing I've ever heard is when they're like, oh, don't act like you care about the kids. It's like, my nigga, how dare you call yourself a leader in the community, but you don't give a fuck about the kids? You think folks are faking it because you don't give a fuck about them kids? Because you're that walking Michael Jordan meme, the fuck the kids meme? You think everybody else thinks like that? How are you a leader in your community? This is what I'm talking about. These folks, they protect the interests of themselves. It's black men coddling. It's fuck black women over there because they don't give a shit about black women. It's pro-black men. It's fuck the kids. Fuck the women. Come on, man.
Jay Prince was defending a pedo like a couple of minutes ago. We reviewed that shit. Jay Prince has daughters. I could come here in I don't know if he's defending a guy for touching his kids, and he's saying you don't talk about that with my family. I don't know. Is he projecting? I don't know. I'm not going to put that shit out there, even though I know there's a window of plausible deniability where if he said this, see, now we're married, it is what it is. But on real life, we know, for example, that Aaron has a 10 years old girlfriend, whatever the shit is, to the point where Jay Prince was doing a show about him don't want to cover and all that shit, and I reviewed to that shit. Like, there's no indication that man is attracted to those women. And the thing is, this is my opinion.
You hear this mental gymnastics? There's no indication. He seriously said, and you concurred, he seriously said that he would marry a 16-year-old if he had the option. So there's no inclination that he's attracted, but he would marry it? Bro, what are we doing out here? The filthy mental gymnastics.
It sounds like you got more upset because he avoided your question and disrespected your money, which is something that...
You see what it always comes down to? The gaslighting. Oh, he disrespected your money. Not everybody out here lives for super chat, sir. Some folks actually stand on principle, stand on their message. Don't leave everything ambiguous so folks don't know what the hell is real. Some folks are actually taking the media serious, not on some troll shit like you niggas. Shout out to Taylor Made with that $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Taylor Made says, shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
I need a soundboard. Do I need one? I need to get one. I think I have some buttons here. I don't know how to use it. But shout out to LTT. Or how do you say him? LT? LTTV? Can we just call him LT?
No. But Fatty, stop doing that. The money, no, hold on.
Shout out to Brother Jumbie Stay Gold Radio with that $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Brother Jumbie says, looking at the panel, just zesty and dusty. Looking like the cast of a Tubi R. Kelly movie. Boo, these niggas are ass. I'm adding in some shit. I'm adding in some shit, man. Shout out to Brother Jumbie with that $5 super chat. Shout out to Taylor Made as well with the $5 super chat. Sorry, Taylor Made. He stole your shine right after you drop the $5. But shout out to you, Brother Jumbie. Shout out to Taylor Made.
I'm getting rich.
Oh, hold on. The money.
No, I
the
don't
money,
want to answer.
the
You weren't
money
here.
I sent, that's corny as hell, bro. I give $2, $5
not
sometimes.
funny, I'm just-
Listen to my point, Fatty. The money does not, like, I hate that stuff. I don't. I work. I do well for myself. The money I give to y'all, bro. Half the time I be sending y'all money and I be saying corny ass jokes. I don't even care if y'all read. Sometimes. Yeah, I send super chats. I'll be on a train or whatever. I don't rewind and be like, "Oh, do you read my super?" Oh, I'm telling you, that's what Fatty. Let me have fun with that. If it's corny, it is what it is. I do that for you. I do it for World Class. I do it for almost every, even when I was fucking with Lapeep back in the day, when it was Kayla, all them motherfuckers, and they were saying some dumb shit. I was blocked on that channel, and I was still sending super chats. So I didn't even know I was blocked. I was like, oh, whatever. They have them. I was like, oh my gosh, they. Blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, I don't give a shit about the money. So please stop saying I was a set of that. I was literally legit asking a person who, at the time, because how he carried himself, I had respect for how he approaches debate, his intellect and that stuff. I had respect for it. So I was like, all right, he's answering everybody's question, and he was fair about, I'm going to answer this, blah. He's typically, I don't say transparent with his life, but like he will answer something if you pose it to him in a respectful manner. I asked him, hey, bro, like, can you clarify this? Because that is a serious allegation, right? If people are like, oh, you like this, blah, blah, and he didn't answer it. So again, I don't know why I'm looking at like I'm trying to hate or destroy his profile when I'm not doing that. I asked him a simple question and he.
This is what's nuts. These motherfuckers legit they act like we're hating, we're trying to destroy somebody's career, we're trying to do X, Y, and Z. It's like, nah, nigga, we came across the evidence and we're calling y'all out. This shit is some filthy work. Y'all clarified and the clarity got worse. So now we're holding y'all to the shit. And it's like folks that want to surround themselves with predators on panels complaining about women as if women are the problem. Y'all, you remember what Floyd said? Floyd understood that women were not the problem and it was him. He understood.
Clip it, nigga.
American women out here are winning. They're laughing at me, bro. They made videos about me. They're laughing at me. When was the last time you brushed your teeth? Yesterday morning.
So we seen that he was the problem. Now let's listen to this fat nigga.
Clip it, nigga. Hey, man, I saw such and such. She wasn't called. You fucked that? Yeah, brother. Of course I did. Lies.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you fucked that joint? I absolutely did. But you saw the story, right? Nope. I took her home. We slept together, kind of when the dinner.
Wow, man. Being naked in the bed, no cheese clap is crazy, man.
Crazy.
Pathetic. Lying in the bed naked next to a girl, no sex, taking her out, no sex, sexless innkeeper, dusting it up, incel life.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Lying on pussy. Lying. Telling folks, yeah, he smashed because he was in a story with a girl. So he's out there lying on women. What type of predatory shit is that? Oh, yeah, you're adding bodies to this bitch? What are we doing out here? You're dusting it the fuck up. You're literally throwing bodies onto a woman's reputation. Chest out. But, you know, that's nothing new for Fatty.
I have no evidence that you are a harlot. And none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me. And that's how people usually go about. I will leave you alone.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
You can do it. That's
real fat. Can I?
Go ahead, No, one second, Ashton. With all respect, I'm afraid of what you might say. Just be quiet, please. I'm being 100%. You weren't here. You were not on this place when we had this conversation. I'm literally afraid of letting you talk and you do something or say something. And I'll be like, bro, this show needs to be so.
Nah, drop Ashton.
I don't do that on Trigger Mike show though.
No. Ashton, it's just this one. I'll let you give the microphone every time, every show, while the show, unless Remy Knight is on the panel. If Remy Knight is on the panel, he's the admiral. He has privilege because he is from the house. So go ahead, Ali. Let's take it 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, and let's go back to the video. Nobody intervenes. Go ahead.
Hey, Reaper, respectfully, you know we got to be a relationship with you, right? If someone comes on the panel and says Reaper's pedo, right? Do they have to prove that you are, or you have to prove you're not?
They have to prove I am.
Okay. So the fact when people are asking or someone's even saying it or implying it, and then people let it go instead of going, hey, it either has to be proven or the person who said it needs to be on the chopping block. And honestly, if you're saying that out of your mouth about somebody and you can't prove it, you should be banned out these spaces, and people should move. That person should be removed out of all the people's spaces for even implying it. So
okay, so with that being said, if somebody levies the allegations and they can't prove it and they're trying to put smut on somebody's name, they should be exiled out of these spaces, right? You would think, right? So Luna, OnlyFans girl, lied on DJ Hamp, said that she was gonna, or that DJ Hamp was trying to swerve on her, trying to compliment her in the emails, trying to basically test the waters, get access to her, while he was trying to basically get her on the panel. He did none of that. It was a total fabrication, complete cap. She was just embarrassed that she got outed for being on OnlyFans. So in that embarrassment, she lied on Hamp. She put false allegations on him. Not pedo allegations, but cheating on his wife, which he has a wife and family. That's the allegations. Hamp proved her wrong, kicked her off the panel. She's not ever allowed on this panel. But guess who allows that woman on their panel? Team Fatty. Dusting it up. Anybody can come on this panel. Why? There's no barrier to entry. Why? Because there's some dustiness in this motherfucker's corner. Anybody that co-signs that type of shit, we already know what type of person they are. E-Black witnessed everything that Moxie did over here, the grifting, the steal. He witnessed all of that shit. And who does he take under his wing? Moxie. Why? Because E-Black is dusting it up.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
When someone is over pursuing for someone to prove it, when there's no proof of it, it says a lot more about the person pursuing it than the person who is being accused of being the pedophile.
Okay, so once again, let's go back to that point. Somebody accusing the person of being a pedo, if they don't have the information, they will be ostracized. All right, so you guys didn't hold any standard when it came to Luna. Anybody's allowed on your panel. Doesn't matter. They can falsely accuse somebody. Doesn't matter if it's not you. It doesn't really matter. There's no principle. You're just protecting your own ass. So okay, so if the person that levies the false accusations is completely banned from these type of panels and these types of platforms, what about the person that's proven guilty? What if it's dead to rights, multiple incidents, multiple weird shit, talking about seeing J Prince children naked 9 months after you seen them on the FaceTime, and they weren't even naked, they were in diapers or some shit. So it's like, why are you even putting that shit out? Why are you even thinking that way, you goddamn weirdo? It's like, what the fuck? And then the 16-year-old and then the 12-year-old. So we have 3 cases of weird predatory conversations and shit. And then we have the 3 justifications. Let me explain this one more time. Oh, it was a joke, but let me explain the rationalization. Let me explain the argument and the debate we were having. But it was also a joke. Make it make sense.
No. That's like that's like us just saying, hey, all of y'all are grapists until you prove you're not. Somebody on here is a rapist.
How come he did not run the other scenario if someone gets proven that? You just keep them? Because that's what it seems like. Y'all knew about this from what? Late 2022? Aaron O said it chest out. You know what? I'm going to stop talking. Let's get to the goddamn footage.
Do you get what I'm Reaper, do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand, Ali. That is not my point.
If someone even said it about Aaron and someone asks him a question, he does not have to answer it. He has to say nothing about it.
Ali,
you know what I'm saying?
That's not no. That's what Jay Prince was doing, which I disagree with.
No, I'm telling you. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
I understand what you're saying. That's not. Hold on, bro, Ali. That's not my point. That's not even my stance. That was Jay Prince's stance. My stance was I asked. He said something. Ali, hold on. He said something. Forget. Like me, he's that because that's what Jay Prince did, and that's stupid.
What did he say?
He said your man, Aaron O said something.
What did he say?
He did when he said, you know what, Jay Prince, if it was legal, I would marry a 6-year-old. He said that. So I asked him, yo, bro, can you clarify that, please? And if he said, he doesn't have to prove it to me. He has to say, oh, no, I was joking. Oh, no, Jay Prince was annoying me. I just want to get past the freaking topic. He was annoying me, blah, blah. That's all. And I was like, okay, I get it. And I would even give him the benefit of the doubt because Jay Prince is that type.
So you went to the extreme.
No, it was my extreme. All I did was ask him questions, bro.
The extreme is to not understand the nuance in that answer.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Now let's listen to the nuance in the answer. All right, folks, listen, prepare for the genius nuance in this answer for him to try to argue for being with a 16-year-old. This goddamn filthy piece of shit, man. This is pathetic out here.
What's the nuance in the answer?
The nuance in the answer is okay.
Because you're mad too.
Because
you were mad too. So now
I was mad
you were mad too. So what's the nuance in his answer if he doesn't clarify? What's the nuance in saying if 16 was legal, I would marry her? What's the nuance, my guy?
The nuance is proving a point, Reaper.
No, that's not the.
You asked me a question.
What?
You asked me.
No, I was asking E Black.
No, you asked me. You asked me actually a question. No,
I'm sorry. I thought it was E Black speaking. My bad.
Now, watch him explain the nuance in it. The man that was joking. Watch him explain the nuance in the rationalization of being with the 16-year-old. Here the mic is for you, sir. Here the mic. Let's go.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Yep.
You're done.
Did you tell them about this, Fatty?
Did you tell the folks that? You bitch. Did you tell them? You fat piece of shit.
I apologize.
Did you tell them
go
that?
ahead.
No. You're asking what you're saying is basically what I was going to say.
Because the nuance is if it's legal, then yes. We were talking about what is your standard. And I remember, I don't know if you remember, Reaper, Jay Prince was saying if she is young, you guys are committing a crime, no matter if even if it's legal. And then Aaron showed a tall guy with a woman that looks like a kid.
Right.
I think the woman right? And I think the woman was 25, but she looked like a child. And everybody was like, damn, like that's kind of, I don't know. And Jay Prince turned around and he said, oh, that shit is a pedo. He likes kids. And we were like, you see, that's the point.
Because
like,
that's the point?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
And then he goes back to, oh, Jay Prince, the convenient idiot in the room that you can always use as a scapegoat. You can always use Jay Prince. Oh, we just think Jay Prince is an idiot, so we can always use him. But Jay Prince actually cooked y'all and exposed all of y'all with that footage. The irony and everything. The irony and everything.
It's legal. Yeah, just because it's legal.
Reaper, not only that, Reaper, it was not only
pedo child. And everybody was like, damn, like that's kind of, I don't know. And Jay Prince turned around and he said, oh, that shit is a pedo. He likes kids. And we were like, you see, that's the point.
Because
he's like,
Reaper,
just because it's legal. Yeah, just because it's legal.
Reaper, not only that, Reaper, it was not only that, they were shedding a light on the double standard. If it was a younger boy dating an older woman, it would be no problem. The problem is if it's a younger woman, and what's the contradictory part about it is men say they like younger women, and women say they like older men. But when it's convenient to them to make men look bad, they go, oh, y'all just like young women. But women like older men. So if they like older men, they got to be younger to date the older men. It's the contradiction.
They're underage. They're underage. You can get a younger woman that's a woman, you son of a bitch. What's wrong with these fucking filthy pieces of shit? These dumbasses are making the dumbest arguments. Oh, but Jay Prince said, you know who they're talking about? They're talking about Vladimir Klitschko when he was with Hayden Panettiere. Vladimir Klitschko, tall as shit. Hayden Panettiere is this miniature blonde chick. She don't look like a child. She looks small. And it doesn't matter what she looks like. She's an adult, nigga. There's transgender women who are actually men who were able to trick Daryl Long into getting a compliment from them. So does that make them something that they're not because they appeared that way to Daryl Long? Nah, it don't. It just means he's a little zesty. Nonetheless. You know what? Let's get back into this. This has nothing to do with that nigga.
Bro, that's not my. I'm talking.
Let me just, River, please. Let me say.
Hold on, guys.
Fire, please.
Yeah, y'all misusing.
No, I know. I'm good. No, it's fine. I know.
Yeah, you're misusing that word.
That's prepubescent. Yeah, that's kids, right? Kids. But that's the thing, Reaper. It's for you to understand that, you know, in podcast, it's for you to understand that I'm not trying to clean up shit for Aaron. If it was me, I would answer that shit, clean the shit up, and he's good to go. But you know, for example, when podcast thinks that you're trying to get him, but it's just we don't have no idea what the fuck he's looking for. Stop mischaracterizing me. That conversation was that type of conversation for everybody. It was all over the place. It was extremely confusing. We were talking about ages, and then we're talking about body types. We're talking about grown-ups that look like kids. We're talking about people that actually are kids but look like grown-ups. Like, that conversation was a fucking mess. So
you know what the biggest emphasis? Reaper, real fast. You know what the biggest emphasis they were trying to make him and Fatty both is that it's the law, and people are using their feelings. People are using their feelings to use the discretion.
Do you hear this idiot? Do you hear this idiot? It's the law. So folks are using their feelings. Oh, we're in our feelings, right?
Come on out, you rapist!
It's filthy, man.
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
That's filthy work. You have no moral compass. You have no eyes for age. The law is the only thing protecting these young girls from predators like y'all. You see how terrible a representation the Manosphere is for black men? These guys are struggling, dusting it up, complaining daily for hours on these panels about women instead of looking inside and realizing that they're the problem. Fatty gained about 150 pounds within a year. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Something traumatic happened, but
you're a victim.
I don't know what happened to this nigga. He needs to get in the gym. He needs to work on himself instead. Like, these guys are all dusting it the fuck up. Always complaining. Meanwhile, they're campaigning for underage children. Make it make sense so you can control the underage child. Filthy work out here.
I'm sorry. And Aaron does that a lot. Aaron says things to make people think, and even when he said that, he did it to imply to be. I ain't gonna defend nobody. I say when I feel how I felt about Damien, when I felt how I felt about Ricky, when I felt how I felt about Fatty. I'll be honest. Lucky everybody. When he said that, he makes people think, and they're putting an implication on the fact that it's law. It doesn't matter what your feelings think. You looked at a person on that looked like a little girl. She was 25 years old.
You said you couldn't Reaper off for proving this point. That is what we're trying to tell you. That is what you would do to us.
All you gotta do is let these filthy folks talk. They'll tell on themselves. Ali wasn't even a part of this, but let this nigga tell on himself, talking about defending these points. Oh, it's the law. It's the law. You guys are arguing the law in different places. So you are rationalizing the attraction to these younger children while being your big old age.
Ashton, without respect, you need to chill, bro. Without respect,
bro. I'm listening.
Like, they are having a conversation.
It just Reaper. So no matter what anybody feels like, if there was a older woman that dated a younger boy or an older man that dated a younger woman, it's the law. So that and they were shedding light on the fact that there are things that are problems with the law, but it's the law.
And the thing is, before Reaper, you go, and I promise, let's 5 minutes and then finish the video. If the conversation was clean cut.
Now, they go back to there's problems with the law. They don't want to talk about the inconsistency when it comes to partying versus drinking in America, the legal age of drinking. Like, they don't want to talk about those type of things. All they want to talk about is the consent of sex, not the consent in other areas. A problem with the law. It's not a problem with the law. It's a problem with predators that don't respect the law. When it comes to certain states having the age younger, it's to protect the folks within proximity. When the legal age of consent is 17, it's to protect the 20-year-old dude that's fucking that 17-year-old. That's what it's to protect. That 19-year-old that's fucking that 17-year-old. He's an adult at 19. She's technically still a minor at 17, not 18. That's what it's really to protect. Folks are focusing on that. They're not focusing on your 35, 40, 50-year-old ass talking about these teenagers. There shouldn't be a teen at the end of any goddamn number if you're talking about women. in a grown-ass conversation. It's filthy, man.
Reaper, you know I stand for what I think is right, bro. I would be right back with you there. Hey, bro, you said that shit. But that conversation was a fucking total mess, bro. And the thing is...
Yeah, it was a total mess, so you had it twice. Make it make sense.
I think, actually, if you look at what happened there, Jay Prince was the one that lost the debate. Because Jay Prince said, the age is important. You guys are talking about 16-year-olds. And then when they showed the 25-year-old that looked like a kid, he said, hell no, that guy is a pedophile too. And we're like, wait. You contradicted yourself.
Like, this is literally the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Who are these idiots? Like, seriously.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Like, how dumb of a point is this? Oh, well, Jay Prince thought a woman that was 25 was actually much younger, so he lost it. Like, so you guys, just because a woman that's older looks like she's younger and a woman that's younger may look like she's older, gives y'all the right to fuck these younger women with the age of... Like, y'all are pathetic. This is filthy work. You found the one girl that looked like Ariana Grande. Looked like she was young for her age. So that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in life.
But the thing is, the way that was structured the conversation, if the...
Is there another pedo too, fatty called LT a piece of shit? Yeah, he called me a piece of shit. A rapper that turned streamer. My name is Lyrical Threat LT in the Cash App. Nobody was ever hiding that I was a rapper. It's on my Instagram. I have another channel for it. Like, the fuck, nigga? I say it all the time. I came from hip hop. Dude, disses are so dumb. You're a predator and you're like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit. Okay. ... All right.
Conversation was clear cut. I would say Reaper is right. That conversation was clear cut. He didn't understood like one fighter with the work class situation. He was running from it. You know for a fact that he didn't want to answer the question straight. When Aaron and we are already in the conversation, I believe that Aaron made a mistake by conceding to the okay, yeah, I would if he's legal married. Now what, Jay Prince?
Please, no, I'm not saying y'all doing this purposely. Don't conflate my so-called, I don't want to say issues, but my points or whatever with Jay Prince's. Please stop bringing up Jay Prince's.
I'm telling y'all, they always use Jay Prince as a convenient idiot. They think he's an idiot, so they're just going to throw him in the front and be like, yeah, this idiot's points are X, Y, and Z. It's like, bro, we're talking about our talking points and our issues with the problem. Stop using him as a shield.
Points because...
No, it wasn't...
No, I understand, but y'all keep... I understand, but Jay Prince's points are not my... The thing about Jay Prince is like, y'all keep beating up... It's like y'all beating up a fetus. And like the fetus gets y'all... And y'all literally sit up here and y'all arguing with a fetus.
It's like when Kevin Samuels talking about, what is that, domestic disputes?
Yes.
It's like...
Brina West says he is, though. Look, man, I'm trying to be nice, man. I'm not trying to... He's not catching strays for no reason. He's not the victim of this guy. It's these motherfuckers. These comments, man.
He can't... Even after his death, even after people understood the context of the conversation, you'll have women still saying, oh, Kevin Samuels still believes in domestic violence.
Yeah,
Not
that's why I
understanding
agree
not understanding the context of the conversation, and certain conversations have to be contextualized within a proper debate forum, within the form that is necessary, or else they run amok. And let's just be honest, that conversation that Aaron had with Fatty, it was a great conversation, but the open panel and the style that it was in did not provide the nuances for the necessary freedom of each individual person, because each individual person, whether they believe the topic or not 100%, had to stand on it, and then because they stood on it, they ended up getting bit.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
He's talking about that domestic discipline shit that Kevin Samuels was pushing. That shit was one of Kevin Samuels' biggest fail. Talking about domestic discipline. Oh, you mad at your chick? Give her a little slap, a little X. I'm like, okay, so it's a micro abuse, minor abuse. Oh, it's just little, so it doesn't count. It's like, nah, man, it's physical violence. You're not supposed to keep your hands to your goddamn self. Like that whole domestic discipline shit. He didn't even know what the fuck it was. I don't know what the hell he tried to say. Domestic discipline is abuse, bro. He tried to rationalize it and has all these incels indoctrinated. That's the problem with these folks. They hear somebody that they like on a platform say something that they like, and they're like, yeah, this makes sense with their confirmation bias. And it's like, bro, that's asinine. There's no nuance into beating somebody. Oh, I'm beating you lightly. Like, what? It's the dumbest shit ever. And if you're talking about sexual shit like slapping the ass and pulling hair, that's sexual. You wouldn't have to talk about that. That's not domestic discipline. That's asinine. To this day, that point is a 2-pack of ass. What the fuck are we talking about?
To this day. To this day. To this day.
These are the most deflecting motherfuckers ever. They're dealing with everything but the issue that you guys have a whole ring of pedo protectors and endorsers. And it's like, y'all are about the same shit. So y'all are just like, yeah, it's cool. We're going to continue working with these folks. Like, come on, man. This is filthy work out here. This ain't no leadership in community. This is just them Jerry Springer talking. It's just some bullshit, man. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real.
Y'all niggas are speaking out your ass. What the? Hold on, y'all niggas are just saying words that make no sense. When he said that comment, forget the whole conversation. Forget all of that. I'm talking about that one comment he made. Because I'm seeing in the chat, people call me stupid saying that he was being sarcastic. Other people saying that there's context. Hold on, fatty. So, okay, so if it was not sarcastic, Doris in the chat, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yell, man. You don't have to yell.
I apologize for that, guys. So hold on, fatty. Let me ask it. What is the context for that for his comment? Can someone
You
please
are
explain?
doing it again. You need to clarify that shit. That's the point. And we give him the benefit of the doubt. My point with you was give him the benefit of the doubt. It is what it is.
The person that you like may say some invaluable stuff, but what is the true intent? And then sometimes you got to be like, you know what? Fuck it. It ain't that serious. And sometimes you got to be like, yo, I'm riding. Hold on. Sometimes you got to be like, yo, I'm riding on this shit and fuck him.
Yeah,
Either way, it sounds like if you like somebody, you let it go. If you don't like that person, then you do videos and
it's facts. Perfect. See, Reaper was actually spitting here. We had a little fallout because of the shit that happened with Fatty, but at the end of the day, when somebody's spitting facts and they're telling the truth, you got to give it to him. Pause. He's telling the truth. He's spitting facts. He's staying on subject. He did give Fatty a pass because, you know, he's cool with Fatty. But he said this point right here, and this point it applies to him when it comes to Fatty. It's confirmation bias. You see things one way. You like somebody, so you give them grace, extra grace that they don't deserve.
It sounds like if you like somebody, you let it go. If you don't like that person, then you do videos
I'm sorry. I'm going to literally take the mic of your hand. Don't do that, Reaper. Judge people as pattern of behavior. If they lie a bunch of times, they are liars. If they either lie once, don't call them.
You hear that? If they lie a bunch of times, call them a liar. If they lie once, don't call them a liar. But Fatty lies a bunch of times.
I have no evidence that you are a harlot, and none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me, and that's how people usually go about. I will leave you alone.
Liars because they lied once. That's, I think, is the most respectful approach. If person show you they are, believe him the first time, but let him repeat the same shit so you can understand, okay, Ashton is retarded. I got you.
All right, when you see somebody, believe them for who they are the first time, but see them repeat the cycle, and then you're like, yeah, I got you. All right, so we got you, sir. We got you. The 16-year-old justification, sticking up for the argument of Aaron O, justifying it right here, saying this was a serious conversation about cultural relativity. You are justifying this shit. Aaron O's guilty. He said it. You're justifying it and doubling down. We're going to get to you doubling down in your own comments that you tried to spin off as a joke because you thought you deleted the footage. You thought it was scrubbed. Nobody has it. Nah, I got it, bitch. We got that shit. Now, this is the problem, y'all. We have folks on the panel that want to act like they're a representation of the community. They're stand-up folks, but I see them around a bunch of pedos all the time. And that brings this type of question.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers does not like you.
Well, it's not a question. It's a statement. Folks got to live with that. You can't have a bunch of pedos around you and act like you are doing something for the community. You can't act like you're not the goddamn problem or a problem with the community. the pedo protecting.
I got you now. Now I know it's not just one topic, it's every topic, all the topics. Something is not okay, which is that, right? So let people make a mistake 1, 2, 3 times so we can make a judgment about that person, because if you catch the person on the wrong moment and you do the Kodak moment and the person is doing something stupid, now you get into trouble. You see what I'm saying? Let them do something on a pattern of behavior. J Prince, I'm a pedo.
But if you stand, hold on, let me just say this. If you stand on that, just stand. But hold on, if you just stand on that, just stand on it. But don't play the game where you want to preach it to everywhere else, because it ain't gonna hold, man. It ain't gonna hold.
I don't even know what that means. Just move on. That whole
Prince, can you give me a peace sign,
Right?
Prince?
It's like, I don't know what that means. That whole every time E Blacks takes the mic and says something, it's just a bunch of word salad fuckery. It's like, my nigga, what are you even saying? Learn how to articulate the point in a concise matter and fashion so we can understand what you're saying and land the plane, my nigga. What are we doing out here? Just be talking to talk.
Everywhere else, because it ain't gonna hold, man. It ain't gonna hold.
What ain't gonna hold? What you talking about?
I don't know how that means. Just move on. That whole
Prince, can you give me a peace sign, J Prince?
What the fuck do you mean if I'm factoring other like what the fuck are you talking about?
They are weirdos. They're yo, bro, and it's a cult. This is what I realized, bro. And I unsubbed from Aaron O because I'm like, nigga, you're a fuckboy. Past a fuckboy, you got legit issues. What I understand from the space is it's a lot of cult of personality, right? A lot of people sit up there and they pontificate, man. My morals is this, my morals is that, and then when the person that you like go against those morals, y'all stay quiet. I've seen it with Aaron O. I've seen it with, and by the way, the next stream where I'm sending super chats and they block me and all that shit is the next episode where Raw B stays quiet, but she's like, she asked him, and by the way, here's a fucked up thing. Raw B was on that panel, she asked him to validate it because she was like, wait, hold up, you said you were mad, blah, blah, and you see her face, she was disgusted at first, but then she went into the whole mode of, oh, that's what he says. I'm not gonna keep on asking, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, okay, so again, y'all the protectors. Because you know why? If a nigga said that shit, and if my fucking brother said that shit, he's no longer my brother. I don't fuck with that shit. We don't, in my family, we don't fuck with that shit. At all.
Thank you, Reaper. Shout out to Reaper for that. We don't fuck with that shit at all. In my community, we ostracize folks and pack them out for that fuck shit. What are we talking about? The fuck are we talking about? We don't play that shit at all. I guess y'all play that, so y'all want to make all sorts of convenient excuses. Folks are talking about city council members and putting folks in jail and all sorts of shit. It's like, my nigga, stop deflecting and making excuses for you fucking standing beside pedos and damn well knowing it. Predators and damn well knowing it. So shout out to Reaper for calling that shit out. But when it comes to Raw B at one point, hold on, let me timestamp this. Shout out to Raw B because there's some, hold up, man, hold up. Let me timestamp this. Get right back into this. God damn it, this shitty ass pen. All right.
Wait. That wasn't my interest.
Damn.
I don't share spaces with pedophiles. I'll talk to y'all later.
So
I need order.
Kiki, I love you, but I don't share spaces with pedophiles. I'll talk to y'all later.
So
I need order.
Kiki, I love you, but I don't share spaces with pedophiles. I'll talk to y'all later.
So
you're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
Okay, so something happened between that time, however long ago that was, and you know what? The reason why I'm holding off on speaking about that because that's for part 3. That goes into the content creator manipulation, the threatening folks with 7-hour diss videos, bringing up all sorts of information. Folks have got paid off There was a video that I shared that conveniently disappeared when they were cooking. Folks got paid off. Flora, I'm gonna drop a little bit of it. Flora speaks about denying $50 because this nigga tried to pay her $50 to defend him. Like, are you dumb, sir?
You're done.
Like, my nigga, you want them to double down and defend some pedo shit, and you're paying folks? She said, fuck that. We have the footage. He's literally blackmailing folks. Oh, yeah, you don't defend me or you say something negative about me. You try to ostracize me from the community. All right, I'm going to go on my panel, have my 300 viewers clown you while we react to some shit that I have, some dirty laundry I have on you. That's what he's doing to all these women in the spaces. When Lucky and Fantasy Island Girl exposed his shit, reviewed his shit, and they're like, yo, this is some weird shit. This is some pedo shit. He went up on his platform and talked about how unattractive their body parts were, how Fantasy Island Girl has misshapen, whatever the fuck he was talking. I'm not going to repeat the fucking, the comments. And it's like, my nigga, you fat as shit. What the fuck we talking about out here? But he's doing that to the women. What he did to Raw B was very predatory. Very predatory. I'm going to get to that after, y'all. I'm going to get into that after. I'm going to break that down. Let's get back into this, and then I'll be patient.
Set up that. I was literally legit asking a person who at the time, because how he carried himself, I had respect for how he approaches debate, his intellect and that stuff. I had respect for it. So I was like, all right, he's answering everybody's question, and he was fair about, I'm going to answer this, blah, blah. He's typically, I don't say transparent with his life, but like he will answer something if you pose it to him in a respectful manner. I asked him, hey, bro, like, can you clarify this? Because that is a serious allegation, right? If people are like, oh, you like this, blah, blah, and he didn't answer it. So again, I don't know why I'm looking at like I'm trying to hate or destroy his profile when I'm not doing that. I asked him a simple question and he didn't do it.
That's real bad. Can I?
Go ahead, no, one second, Ashton. We don't do Ashton without respect. I'm afraid of what you might say. Just be quiet, please. I'm being 100%. You weren't here. You were not on this place when we had this conversation. I'm literally afraid of letting you talk and you do something or say something. And I'll be like, bro, this show needs to be so.
Nah, drop Ashton.
I don't do that on Trigger My show though.
No. Ashton, it's just this one. I'll let you give the microphone every time, every show, all the show, unless Ray Midnight is on the panel. If Ray Midnight is on the panel, he's the admiral. He has privilege because he is from the house. So go ahead, Ali. Let's take it 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, and let's go back to the video. Nobody intervenes. Go ahead.
Hey, Reaper, respectfully, you know we got a good relationship with you, right? If someone comes on the panel and says Reaper's pedo, right? Do they have to prove that you are, or you have to prove you're not?
They have to prove I am.
Okay. So the fact when people are asking or someone's even saying it or implying it, and then people let it go instead of going, hey, it either has to be proven or the person who said it needs to be on the chopping block. And honestly, if you're saying that out of your mouth about somebody and you can't prove it, you should be banned out these spaces.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold up, chat. I'm like, wait, I heard this stupid shit. Why I didn't go back all the way? I'm like, where the fuck am I? I'm not hearing this shit again. I'm like, we already tore apart this dumbass talking points. God damn it, chat. That's an L on my behalf. I didn't realize I didn't go back to the same place. What the hell was I doing? 38-24. I'm not listening to that shit again.
Said you were mad about and you see
this legal thing. People like me who are better than you. Here's my counter to that. You would fuck a kid if you could. That's what that means.
Right. Yes. Yes.
That's exactly what it means. That's exactly what it means when you say you will deal with or you'll have sex with a minor at that age, the 16 and the 12 that they used, if it was legal. That's exactly what it means. I don't know what type of mental gymnastics they're doing to try to make it seem like it's something other than that. That's what it means. They're not talking about should it be legal for these folks to start doing it at this age so a 17-year-old dude in high school is fucking some 16-year-old chick. It's not that. It's if you would do it if it's legal. If you would do it. And then it comes down to, oh, we're having this conversation because maybe there's a problem with the legal system. It's like, bro, what?
You will fuck, because if it dropped to 15, you will fuck her, right?
Yep.
If it dropped to 14, you would fuck her. So if you could fuck a kid, you would.
Yep. And he said one of the things in a separate part of the conversation, he was saying that there are women who are girls who are 14, 6, or whatever, who because of their bodies look like they're 20-something. I'm like, my G, first of all, I don't hang around no spots where you even have those situations where it's like, oh, and second of all, I don't know about y'all. Me physically, I can discern for 99.9% where it's like, all right, this person's young, blah, blah, I'm gonna stay away. I like messing with women who are around my age, slightly below that age or whatever. You can tell when a girl, even by how she moves.
Bro, your eyes grow with you. Folks bullshit and act like they can't distinguish a woman's age. They're trying to act like they didn't know it was a child that they approached when they approached the child. Oh, I didn't. Nigga, you knew what the fuck you were doing.
In her mannerism, if she's young. I don't go to no clubs where they're like, oh yeah, we're letting say Bob. I don't do any of that shit. Maybe they do, but I at least have a discernment, be like, all right, yeah, okay, she's growing into her body, but she still looks young. Something about her is young. I'm not attracted. Point motherfucking blank. I will not be in a situation where I'm expecting to mess with a lady in her late 20s, 30s, and oh crap, she had a gray hair there. Oh my, and you're 16 with a gray, no. That shit ain't happening, my nigga. So you going around and you sexualizing young motherfucking kids. You going around spots, for instance, right? If anybody lives in New York, I went to go play ball at Stuyvesant High School, right? They have some shit we could go, people come and play ball afterwards. There were kids around there who were in their 16, 17. My body did not say,
Now, this was back then, way back when. Hold up, chat. Let me move my... Everybody's guilty in this. This is what I'm saying. This is an entire Manosphere cover-up. Lucky, friend of the show. We fuck with Lucky. Lucky says this is why victims don't speak up. Men are always quiet because they are mostly like that. Huh. Men are always quiet because they're mostly like that. But we have Lucky. Is Lucky still over there on Fatty's channel? Because she was working with Fatty to do some fuck shit. And Lucky knew about this from time. And Lucky continued to work with Fatty. She was also victimized from many shows by Fatty cooking her. It's not an excuse, but Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on here? This whole space is just y'all want to cover this shit up. Y'all have these filthy ass conversations with these filthy comments and folks just want to cover it up, huh? Yikes.
Are you getting horny? It was like some niggas I'm not even looking at them as babies. Like, yeah, I'm just walking to go fucking play ball. The fuck wrong with these niggas, man? I'm not bad. I'm sorry. I get too hyped up from this.
I'm not. I don't. Look, you fine. This is the shit. My fucking god. But you'll have a fuck nigga, a bitch nigga like Anton, who will go on for months talking about niggas is dirty and broke because they want to fuck a lot of adult women. But that bitch ass nigga is not gonna talk about this fucking Aaron O who wants to fuck a child.
Nope.
Or fatty clown ass, who said it twice. In that same live I showed, the bitch said he would fuck a 12-year-old if it was legal. But you're rapping and rate about a rapper. That's fucking stripper bitches that do it for a living. That's adult. Oh my god, yo, bro, I can't, bro. That, yo.
Here's what I'll say.
You know what, Crown? You know what, Crown? Abso-motherfucking-lutely. I'm the one person that stay in this space talking about that shit. I just was talking in podcasts.
Yo, hold up. I hate these type of deflections. We keeping the same energy for cougars and adolescents? Yes. Well, World Class is 100% keeping the same energy because that's something that is personal to him. This shit is a deflection. Yes, we'll focus on that too because all sorts of any child getting abused by any adult is wrong. But stop deflecting. Deal with the fucking the issue at hand. These dudes always want to be like, oh, but the women are doing extra work on yourself, bitch niggas. Fuck wrong with these folks.
In here, if he in here, he can vouch for it. I said these niggas, this society. If a man go and I said 16. If a man go, that 16-year-old chick, that 16-year-old little girl is thick. She can physically actually be thick. Niggas will jump down his motherfucking throat. Apparently not on Lapeef. Apparently not on fucking YouTube. But you'll treat that nigga like he a pedophile. But if a female can go, oh, that's my sexy boyfriend talking to a toddler, pick him up, put him on her titties, kiss him in the mouth, and nobody says any fucking thing. But then when a boy grew up to be a whore and fucking everybody he can, then he's the bad guy. But we don't get the bitch that was molesting him from the fucking beginning.
Nope.
Then in this motherfucking space, these niggas will talk about dick discipline. Do your dick discipline count for a nigga that just said your R&O understudy that said he will fuck a 16-year-old? You niggas is lucky you not around me, cause I'll break your motherfucking face. Bro, this is the weirdest that shit blows. The unconscious community is full of fucking weirdos. Y'all niggas take the cake, bro. I shoot you niggas, bro. I swear on my brother, a dead brother, I would kill you niggas, bro. I swear on my motherfucking brother, bro, I would kill you niggas, bro. This bitch is real. Y'all shit crazy.
Hey, yo, you're not supposed to say that, bro. What the hell's going on out here? Bro, you're supposed to imply it. You ain't supposed to say it outright, sir. What the hell's going on? Hey, yo. Hold up, bro.
Learn the rules.
Chill, world class, chill.
To me, that shit is blowing my mind, my nigga. The arrogance this bitch just set up here and said, bro. The arrogance and the confidence. Yo, y'all niggas in this show, oh, bro, that shit crazy.
Yo, for all y'all fathers, man, I'll just say this, man. Protect your motherfucking kids, because there are people who are looking at your kids the same way the same way that 6-year-old kid who at his age is fine because he's looking at your 16-year-old daughter and he's 16 himself and he's like, oh man, puppy love, man, I'm really attracted. The same way that young kid that is supposed to be looking at your daughter that way, there's another nigga who is 15, 16 years, his senior, who's looking at that girl the same way. Protect y'all, trust, please. I'm begging y'all, man. Middle school.
Bridget, that is the point. They don't realize the world can see them. They have their little incel hubs and their indoctrinated fan base that likes the show that will tell them anything. They think otherwise. They be up in other people's chats cooking privately, hitting the like button, watching them get cooked. But, you know, they'll be there every show acting like, because they're in the chat. They have no real responsibility. Some folks aren't even showing their real picture or anything. They're just hidden behind a hidden identity and an avatar. So they'll support that shit because they like to see the show. And they'll lie to these folks and act like, no, you're right. But everybody from the outside looking in that's not indoctrinated in that circle looks at you guys like y'all are crazy. Y'all are a bunch of predators. Y'all are having some weird-ass conversations. Y'all are not leaders in the community. Y'all are the left behinds. That's the way the rest of the world looks at y'all. But y'all don't get it because y'all have no self-awareness.
I remember there were girls in my middle school, I would say the name right now, but I don't want to, that were getting, and we didn't really register. We're like, hold on. You got to do with a car who's not in, he's not even in high school and he's picking you up. Wait, what? That's the shit that goes on. And when all these girls that come online talking about, I've heard Raw B come up, y'all looking at girls, y'all blah, 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 blah. And you know she goes on these rants that have nothing to do with nothing, but she was there on LO's channel and said,
hey, yo, what's with the smoke with Raw B? What the hell's going on here?
Nothing! When y'all talk about these girls getting touched.
Oh, wait, she was there on the R&O channel. Is that what he's saying?
And you know she goes on these rants that have nothing to do with nothing, but she was there on LO's channel and said, nothing! When y'all talk about these girls getting touched and everybody stood quiet, it ain't just the men. It is also the mother. Bro, like I told y'all, I know more dudes in my family that, bro, if they were friends with World Class, I'm telling you the truth, the honest to God truth. If they were friends with World Class, I'm not talking about related to World Class. They were friends with World Class. He was around the neighborhood, and World Class was like, yo, God forbid, I don't praise nothing on you on this on you, World Class. But World Class came and said, yo, bro, some dude tried to touch my daughter. Those dudes are killing that dude that same night. I'm telling you the God honest truth. That is how a lot of men that I know act. They don't give a fuck if they don't fuck with chomos. And there's a lot of the women that were like, no, that's Ray. Don't do that. Oh no, you don't want to get locked up. I don't give a fuck about getting locked up. He touched the motherfucking kid. That kid is fucked up for life. That kid has fucking trauma he has to deal with before he even went through fucking puberty.
You know what, Lucky? You know what, Lucky? The age of consider Illinois is 16 and Georgia is 17. You know what the problem with that is? that would suggest that we would give a fuck about the laws. If we gave a fuck about the laws, right, then we wouldn't be fucking up children and punching them in their fucking face and calling them bitches in public. These niggas don't care about the law no damn way. They just care about what they can get away with.
Facts. That's fucking facts. That's why they're disputing the ages and shit. They don't give a fuck about no laws. They're trying to get away with this pedo shit. Why even concern yourself as a grown-ass man about the age of consent and worrying about trying to actually deal with these children? It's filthy work out here. It's filthy work. The only conversation y'all should be having about age of consent is if your state, your country, or wherever you're at has age of consent that is too damn low and you're trying to protect your children from getting fucked by some predators like Fatty and Aaron O. That's the only way you should be concerned about the age of consent. And it's only sexual consent. That's the only thing they're worried about. This is insane.
That's what the focus is. I would take what you said in consideration if them niggas gave a fuck about it in any other area in life. Watch this. Watch this. I got you. Watch this. This is how legendary.
When my black aunt got pissed off. Hey.
This is how legendary. I want y'all to listen to this. I played this before. This is how legendary. And how everybody knows black females are fucking rampant child abusers and how everybody accepts it. Watch this.
When my black aunt got pissed off, everyone got a beat down. Me, my cousins, any kid in the vicinity, random children. White parents would be like, why is this room a mess? And then they'll sit and talk about it. Well, Timmy, if you don't clean up, Timmy, you don't get sweeps. We'll try to do some kind of business deal with a child. How the fuck do you do a business deal with a kid? Like, I barely sit down and do a business deal with another person. I can sit down with a man and do a business deal and come to an agreement. I can sit there with a 4-year-old and go, well, if you do what you're supposed to do, I'll reward you. This is what, you brought this kid into the world. You're the only reason this kid doesn't starve to death. And now you have to do a little fucking business deal for it to do as it's told? The fuck is that about? That's white parenting bullshit. My aunt would walk in and say, why is this room a mess? Before anyone had a chance to explain why it wasn't their fault, everyone got a whooping. Children screaming, running around the house, half naked, covered in mud. It was like fucking Assyria. That's how it went when the room was a mess. No discussions, no why, no who did it, just straight beat downs.
Yep. They beating their kids off of how they felt. Off their own fucking emotions. Yep.
They ain't had no problem with him saying that though.
This is checking my.
They was cool with that. He not getting locked up for that part though.
Listen to this. This is the point, y'all.
That part ain't make the magazine. They ain't make the smear campaign. Now bring up he was abused by his black aunt.
Yep.
And then him or Kevin Samuels brought that shit up. Nobody, all these niggas, Kanye, none of these niggas bring that shit up. I'll be one.
No, tighten up, man. No, tighten up. What they say? Man up.
He's lamenting the point. He's not defending any of these folks. He's not defending the R. Kellys. He's not defending the Andrew Tates of the world. He's saying that it's a cycle. He's saying that a lot of these folks are either abused physically or sexually as a child, and then they repeat the process. R. Kelly was one of those people that were abused by a woman as a child. He repeated the process. Nobody wants to protect the kids. Everybody's just victimizing each other. And World Class did that to stay consistent. He's calling out the women that do it in the community and the men that do it in the community because they always want to deflect and obfuscate to something else. It's like we're focused on this. What is with this moving the goalpost to another argument? But he's still going to be fully rounded with his argument because all abuse to children is bad. Fuck all of it. All. Usually I don't make points with all because it's generally stemmed in a logical fallacy, but this is not. We got to combat all of it. Whether it's man, woman, dog, don't fucking matter. Leave them kids alone.
I don't care about your scars. I don't care about how that impacted you later on.
Like, I know y'all all have family. Everybody has kids. Well, not everybody has kids, but y'all have nieces, nephews, family. Yeah, if y'all want you want your community protected. You don't have to worry about that type of shit. My block, we don't play with that type of shit at all. We protect our community from predators. So when folks get up on their platform and talk about, they're not doing anything in their local community, maybe you ain't doing nothing and you're projecting that on the rest of the folks, but we don't play that shit.
R. Kelly.
And they keep talking about local community. My nigga, I'm in the media. I have a platform that's streaming globally. Isn't it better to use our voice to combat all that nastiness instead of trying to participate and enable that type of filthiness and then gaslight the fans and gaslight the folks that support y'all? At this point, if people can't see that there's a lot of predator shit going on, they don't want to see it. They just want to continue absorbing the content without being accountable.
What he did was wrong, but no one talks about the fact this dude was getting molested by his aunt. No one talks about that shit. I can sit here, I can hear Cardi B. Oh, Cardi B was drugging and raping men and getting them raped by T women or T people. Oh no, she had a hard life. R. Kelly was getting molested by his aunt and her friends. The guy went, bro, we talking about trauma, and again, I don't absolve him for any of the shit he did, but that never, again, they don't care about men. They don't give a shit about men.
They don't give a fuck about children. They don't care about children.
We
already know they don't give a fuck about men. That's a given. They don't give a fuck about children, but that's who the fuck they keep using to get all these extra powers.
Yep.
All these extra resources, all these extra bills you're using children that you couldn't give two motherfucking shits about. Every motherfucking, I can't wait to be in position. Every motherfucking judge, I'm gonna make it my business to pull your bonds and make sure y'all bitches are the brokest motherfuckers in the world. Every single judge that read or presided over a case where it was stated that child alienation happened, I'm gonna do my best to make sure you bitches go to fuck to jail. Because the numbers are in. It's 70% of these cases that these fathers file, they report child alienation, which is a crime, and they do nothing about it. Binding, limiting, and restricting these children. Let me show you what type of child I'm talking about. Show you what type of child I'm talking about, so we can be clear. Children like him in the far left. Children like him. They think this type of shit is okay. You see children all the time don't have no fucking voice. They see other children get abused and they start thinking it's okay. They like putting children in a position where it's okay for them not to have a voice. Stockholm syndrome, where you fucking isolated by this child abusing person and it produces a person like this. A nigga like this. This shit is despicable, bro. We talk a lot of bullshit in these spaces, bro. We talk about a lot of bullshit, but nobody want to talk about being human.
If he's legal.
Now, this is the problem. All these men in these spaces all want to talk about leadership, the women not being submissive, the women being combative, the women doing X, Y, and Z, the women. But they don't want to be respectable leaders with any integrity or any moral compass at all. They want to be bound by the law and only the law. And at that point, we're looking at y'all real funny. That you would even make a slight intimation of even requesting to even be in the presence of such minors, but y'all are just focused and fixated on it. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. How dare you sit up there and judge women for being on OnlyFans when you are predatory and looking at the minors? How do you have folks on panels making any type of point? If I don't watch this guy show in the dish shit, I don't care what the fuck this nigga got to say. He's a pedo. He's not going to gaslight me with his bullshit. I seen it all. You're sexualizing your underage girls. You're filthy, man.
No. Why not? Because it wasn't about legal when you asked. What's the difference between 18 and 16? This your whole argument. It's not. It's not my argument. What's the difference between 16 and 18? That is your argument. That's your argument. That is your argument. But that's fine. No, but that's fine. That was your argument. You just said your whole argument because your whole argument been off the numbers. That's fine. Let's go with it. That's fine. Okay. Hold on. Hey, Brad, I'll answer your question with a yes or no answer, but I want to be clear. I was talking about E Black's point. If you go back to I'm talking about earlier, before relax. That wasn't my point about legal, okay? But for the record, if she's 16 and she's legal, yeah, I'll marry her. What's your next question?
Will. So
yeah. Wait. Hold on. She's legal. Wait. But that is, hold on. Let me be clear. Is that the only determination that I would make to marry somebody? Or do you say there has to be...
Of course not. It got to be other.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll answer your question, yes.
So, let's go, okay, because it sounds like he's saying...
Yeah, we go all...
Now, you wonder why you guys see convenient defenses from everybody. You realize why you see a convenient defense where I'm getting put in a title and I'm getting called out from miscellaneous folks. Hey, Joy Johnson. That's Fantasy Island. Fantasy Island was here, but Fantasy Island girl don't fuck with this. Fantasy Island girl cussed off Fatty. But you see this dusty nigga trying to, this nigga was an ex-rapper. Okay. The fuck? The hell is that a diss? You're a predator enabler. You got two of these folks up here dusting it up. Pedo life. Y'all are enabling it. Why? Because you're dusting it up and you need the fan base and you need the super chats. Come on, man. This is filthy work out here. Y'all are just clinging onto the fan base right now.
Hold on. It's legal. If it's legal, she's 14. Legal. Let's go down your road.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It sounds to prevent these women from getting fucked by these grown men is the law.
No, wait. Hold on, wait. Yeah, here's the problem. Wait. Oh, this is gonna get real good.
That's what exactly.
Oh, it's gonna get real good. Bitch, please do it.
What it sounds like.
Wait. Here's your problem. You're retroactively changing societal rules and norms to lower the age perspective, but then still saying these men are grown men. Let's lower that threshold for them too to come along with their You're trying to limit one aspect. No, because they're not grown as men. If you're making adjustments to how things currently are just to fit your narrative and say, well, 16-year-old or 15.
That's why I really wish you niggas would debate me and not a J Prince. You know the problem with your argument, Aaron O, because you're too stupid to go back and forth with me, it'll never happen? He didn't fucking ask you about retroactively. You can't fucking manipulate, which is what they call gaslighting. He's not...
I was so lost. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Retroactively changing? What you talk? I was so confused.
You actively doing anything. Motherfucker, he asked you.
Thank you.
You can try that shit with weak-minded people, but you're too stupid to do with me. I will dog walk your dumb bitch ass. He asked you, you fucking piece of shit bitch.
Yo, this guy's getting cooked, yo.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
You can try that shit with weak-minded people, but you're too stupid to do with me. I will dog walk your dumb bitch ass. He asked you, you fucking piece of shit bitch.
Yo, when you get cussed out by the Be More accent, yo, you're getting cooked, yo. It's a different type of shit, yo.
He wasn't retroactively asking anything. So he said, so the only thing, dumb bitch, the only thing that's stopping these grown men from fucking children is the law. That's not changing anything. That's a recognition of right now. You can play with a J Prince, you can't play with me.
15-year-old is now legal. Let's pull up for Aaron.
So y'all that just listen to it, you got a clear view of what will happen if Aaron O is ever on the panel with me, because that's how I'm a dog walk that motherfucker. Y'all not smart enough to go back and forth with me. Play with a J Prince. Play with them niggas. You can't play with me. Try to find a fake argument that has nothing to do with what just happened. I listened very closely. I know exactly what he said. You want to go ahead. You had that shit prepared because you want to fuck a child before this conversation started. That's why you titled it what you titled it. It didn't apply. You should have waited. You too greedy. Them niggas will miss that. I'm not going to miss that.
No, it's facts. It's absolute facts. You said age is nothing but a number. That's the title of the stream. And then you're debating folks. You're debating folks for underage girls. Like, what are we talking about out here? You're debating the whole stance of, you would deal with a 16-year-old or Fatty's talking about a 12-year-old. The whole stream is called Age is Nothing But a Number. This stream is gone. It's wiped from the air. We can't find that shit now. Nonetheless, how are you going to defend this? They want to defend point for point, different things, different pedo predator-like things. How many different things are y'all going to have to defend? Out of Fatty's own mouth, he says when it's a recurring theme, you gotta look at it for what it is. You can't give grace when it's a recurring theme. It's a recurring theme with this fat incel. And then with this guy, it doesn't even have to be a reoccurring theme. It is a terrible comment that is direct and doubled down on. So we don't need various statements or various weird things. This is clean cut. You admitted to it. You're not joking. There's no grace given. This was a serious conversation. So you did that shit. It's looking filthy for you, sir. Looking filthy for you.
Wow. And Fatty pulled up in a lot of states in the country. Fatty pulled up 12 is legal, 13, 12. Hello, Aaron. Fatty pulled up is places where 12 is legal, 13 is legal. Shit, even here in America, right? 16 in like places like Georgia, all I know is Georgia, is legal. Where in my state is 18. So if I get with a 16-year-old in my state, I'm considered a pedo. But if I move to Georgia with this woman, it's all fair game.
You know why that is?
Society, right? So we know society could be up and down. But my point is, the only thing preventing these younger teenage girls, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, the only thing that's stopping them from getting fucked by a lot of these men is the law. And a lot of men afraid of going to prison.
Yo, when you guys get cooked by Jay Prince and he tells y'all what it is, the only thing stopping y'all is the law, and sometimes the law ain't even stopping folks. It's like, come on, y'all. Y'all are disgusting making fucking arguments for this.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The only thing that's stopping them from getting fucked by a lot of these men is the law. And a lot of men afraid of going to prison. And to be legal.
Do you know what a pedophile is?
I'm not talking about that.
The Lady Joy Johnson is saying it's nothing stopping them, and I agree with her. Because they are fucking them. And ain't nothing stopping the women either. Because they are fucking them.
What I'm saying is, as long as it's legal, niggas is going.
No. We're talking about the possibility and the probability, right? It's like me dating a woman that has no fucking cheeks. It's possible, yes. It's not probable. I don't like that shit. No, I don't like women. One second. What I'm telling about these things, actually, it is move out of the water is the black point, right? Because again, I showed that map for you guys to understand that in different places of the world, the culture is different and the age of consent is different. But if you guys think that women are not old enough to have their own decisions at that age, let's put the age of consent on women at 25. Them and they only can have sex at 25. Either black, are you okay with that? You that carry a Amber Rose t-shirt and provide believe in sexual liberation and all that shit? No. Are you willing to do that?
That is not the point. That is.
Okay. So this guy goes to, instead of when they're an adult by law, 18, he goes to when their prefrontal cortex is fully developed at 25. Nobody's going for 25 as the age of consent. So what you just did was just throw it in extreme so it'll just be dismissed. Like, what are we doing out here? What a fucking fool, man. What's wrong with this guy?
My personal opinion, I don't get down with that because for a myriad of reasons. But still, if that's where you at least I know the truth and know how to deal with you.
Yeah. It's not accusing him of doing it. This is what he said in this hypothetical. So the way I take it is, I nullify all of that, saying that if you could, you would fuck a child.
What are you saying?
So Jay Prince had asked him,
I don't know what more mental gymnastics folks can try to do to try to avoid that. That's exactly what you're saying.
So the only thing preventing these 12, 13, and 14-year-olds from fucking a child is the law. Aaron O went on to say that what he's trying to do is conflate whatever, because if it's legal for the females, it would also be legal for the males. Which that's not what the fuck was going on. Yeah, that's not. He said it.
Okay.
That was his fucking.
Hold on. Before we get to this, we have 8 minutes left. We'll get to that. I'll talk after.
This is the guy that they say is smart. That's what the fuck the nigga said. When that's not what fucking Jay Prince said. He said the only thing keeping these males was not trying to retroactively fit something in the hypothetical that you came up with, Aaron O. He said the only thing protecting these 13, 12, and 14-year-olds from being fucked by these males that's not changing the hypothetical or retroactively doing anything. That's talking about the niggas today. Like Ronan, he said, "Oh, let's go in." Like he was ready for that, bro. You know what? I don't like to fake the shit. Let me get this shit set up so you can hear it. Stop. Yeah, no, you can't hear that. So what I got to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm just had y'all mute up, right? Cause I forgot what's number. I think it's 16. I just want you to listen to this shit, right? That's what he told me. Ruby said it was 3:16. So I gotta take my headphones off and put my speakers in so you can hear. For some reason that doesn't play through the browser. It's something I'm doing on my end. I gotta fix up. Hold up, give me 1 second. So I just want you to hear for yourself. Yeah, this is not about. There we go.
What the hell's going on?
Poppy, if you mute up, hold up. I do it.
Nah, I thought I edited this real well, but I guess I left a portion in this that he was just moving the screen around.
Oh yeah, you are.
Turn 18, but then that's your 16-year-old.
Prepare yourself.
The debate, the argument, that like we had a similar conversation, but it wasn't from the point of view of us trying to smash a 16-year-old. It was from the point of view of you arresting 16-year-olds because they delete somebody and you treat them as an adult. But then if a 16-year-old has sex, it's that little baby. But it wasn't trying to make points of I want to smack. Like that's like, bro, when you turn 18, you can deal with anybody from 18 to infinity. Why the fuck do you got to dip down? It's weird. Like,
yeah,
I don't even get the. And then even like his whole thing about like this coalition, I'm like, this is what I'm getting lost at, is if you know the majority of parents feel a certain way, it's like you coming up to like 2 tables of food and one of them got say 5 poisonous snakes and one ain't a poisonous snake and the other one ain't got none. Why would you even try to go to the other table when that, like, it's just if you dabble in that situation, somebody might feel the way and fuck you up. It's that simple. So how about just don't? Like, I don't understand the debate. Like, it's just weird, bro.
It is a very weird debate. There's no point to be even discussing such weird shit. Are you guys bounded by the law? Are you guys looking to shop in the underage section? What the fuck is going on out here? And that's not a white guy. That's Tommy B. He has, I don't know what that avatar is for, but that's Tommy B. Tommy B is a black guy.
Like,
I mean, but me being the moralist motherfucker on the panel, I just have to say.
Yeah, you ain't agree with him, so you don't got no moral.
No, the thing is like, there are some things that we learn as men evolving. We're talking about both men and women is evolution. You're taught to do things. At a certain point, the child goes to the father, like the son. Because once he starts smelling himself, and dad has to sit there and correct that shit.
That's a fact.
Temper him in order to be a man, a upright man, doing what he's supposed to do. Same thing with a daughter. She can be a daddy's girl all she wants, but there's a certain point.
Oh, that's Chris Hansen? Why does that nigga look so different?
She gotta go to mama and get the things about learning how to become a woman, that passage of femininity. How you not understand there's rites of passage, not just from both parents. But we're talking about together as a collective. Is this child ready? Yes or no? It isn't just the parent. You're talking about aunts, uncles.
Now, Fatty chimed in and said, "This is sad. You are a lousy debater, and now you're trying to sell that we are trying to fuck little girls. You are a retard." Hey, y'all are the ones that made the arguments. Y'all were the ones that were campaigning. Y'all were the ones that said that you will deal with little girls. Fatty said 12 years old. Aaron O said 16. Fatty then doubled down on his statements and then explained what he meant and said there was nuance to the statements and defended and doubled down on the 16-year-old statement. Defended Aaron O. Y'all seen it. Y'all ain't getting gaslit. Y'all seen it. We all seen it.
I've seen him do it.
Pertaining cousins and all kind of affiliates out there, they start seeing a development in there. But for some way, like wonder that what's the age.
You know why this is so bad? And there's no wiggling out of this, and there's no gaslighting out of this, because he doubled down with the first explanation. Then he doubled down again with the cultural relativity explanation, explaining the nuance to the point, and there was no nuance. It was just literally the dumbest reason ever. And then he doubles down again. So it's like, yo, I think it's quadruple now. I think this is 4 times. We have another one in part 3. I have the part 3. This is the problem, y'all. Let me tell y'all about part 3 after we get through this. I'm going to talk right after we get through this.
You consent to fuck. Unless you know right there, when you meet the parents, that's a life or death decision.
This, like, let me read this. He said, "This is sad. You are a lousy debater, and now try to sell that we are trying to fuck little girls. You are a retard. Let me give you a punchline. You stupid piece of shit bitch. And all of you niggas that support him. You know the age of consent is not limited to sex, right?"
Bang, 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 bang.
Did he bring up any other concept?
Didn't say alcohol,
Nope.
firearms, right to vote, none of that shit.
Shit like that.
Property, driving a car.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Didn't say nothing about the car, property as facts. I didn't even think about those parts. Just all about the box. How young could you get it? That's all they're thinking about.
This actually doesn't bother me anymore because, again, I thought it was ignorance and I was over-explaining myself. But now I kind of know that shit is on purpose. That shit is for me to do a reaction and then go back and forth and explain myself. People that saying that they are doing better than me. On the last 22 days, I had 108,000 views. People watch my content 41,000 hours.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
I got 277 subscribers. And
bro, that's not a flex, bro. Oh my god. It's not a flex.
I make $6,200. $6,200 plus cash apps. Okay? 6,200 plus cash apps. Cash apps are not included on this. I reach 1 million views before the slow prints. No shorts, no pre-recorded videos in the library. I'm doing, on the last month, I'm doing constructive shows. I'm literally taking bounties for the most part out of the way. I'm doing shows where people sit here and have dope conversations about serious topics. And the people that were saying that I only live off drama, even though I took my foot out of the metal, ignored some people from some point, and started to do shows with women that are not here, no bounties for half of the panel and all that, and the money's still the same, the views still the same, still growing. Do yours. I did it. It's here. It's here. Do you? 100,000 views on the. This is 28 days. It's not even a month. 108,000 views, 41,000 watch hours, 277 subscribers, $6,200 no cash apps. Do it now. Since it's easy to say I'm doing better than him, do it. Do it. Show it. Brag about it. And I have a regular job.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Stop the cap.
It's a total fabrication.
Did this nigga just say he had a regular job?
Sure, brag about it. And I have a regular job.
No, you don't, you dusty ass motherfucker. You spend all day and night jumping from stream to stream, from panel to panel. You don't even go outside to the gym. You don't do shit, nigga. You're on YouTube 24/7, but you have a regular job. You make $6 grand before taxes, and you thought that was a flex? My nigga, what the hell is going on?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
What are we talking about? On your only income, but you're so dying to flex, you want to know everybody's money you're pocket watching? Bro, this is dusty as shit, my nigga. You don't even have a vehicle. Like, what are we doing out here? Broke ass motherfuckers think this is a flex. No, nigga, you ain't gonna see my stats. Social blade and then do some conjecture. Make it up, man. Guess. Learn how to make money on this platform.
Do you guys think they mad after they saw this? Do you guys think that they got big mad after they saw this shit? Should I show the cash apps too? Do you think they're... Maybe... I don't know. I think I'm not going... I'm going to leave the cash apps alone. Because I actually don't need it.
Oh, my bad. I'm texting. I didn't give a fuck what none of that nigga was saying. All right, my bad. All right, so listen, y'all. Listen, I fuck with Raw B. I fuck with Raw B, so this shit bothers the shit out of me. That's the only reason why it annoys me, because Raw B's like the only person attached to that circle that I fuck with. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas. I just keep dropping bombs on them and moving my way. They think criticism of any type affects me in the slightest. I've been a public figure for a long time. I come from rap. You know how rap is subjective. Anybody can say anything about your shit. I used to get cooked religiously, my nigga. You think I give a shit about that? You guys are tripping. Let's focus on the real problem. Y'all are pedos, and y'all have a pedo ring over there in the Manosphere, and y'all are protecting folks for their financial interests. This is what this motherfucker did. Now, this guy has Lucky support in some way. Oh, shit. Hold up. I don't know if she supports him. My bad. I shouldn't have said that. She did him a favor. What I've noticed, he did Lucky a favor by getting Daryl off her ass. So that's what that happened there. So he does these little favors. He tries to pay certain content creators. You got to cultivate good relationships. So I'm not going to shit on doing people favors and doing nice things for folks, but to the point where they're going to cover up for your fuckery. That's where we stop. That's where we stop. We ain't covering for your fuckery. When it comes to Raw B, he got Raw B's support. And when it comes to this Raw B situation, it has bothered me for a long time. It's like I'm trying to bite my tongue. I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful or anything to offend Raw B in the slightest. This is not a conversation that I can merely have off air, because she's caught in the line of fire when it comes to Fatty and his fuckery. This is not something I simply can have off air, because what he did was slimy as fuck. Robbie still thanks Fatty, or she dropped $1,000 in the show. He says, don't bring that shit back up. Yeah, we have the footage, Fatty. You thought I didn't see you trying to threaten and press her? I seen all that. So she dropped $1,000 on that show. It wasn't so, oh yeah, I'm so gracious, Fatty. You're looking out for my son. You're defending my son. She was grateful that he defended her son. I'm not saying that she was not grateful. The fact is that he used and finessed her love for her son and the trauma caused by Daryl Long to finesse that $1,000 out of Robbie. Why? Because he had the bounty system on. You're there to protect the woman's child, but you have the bounty system on. You have idiots purposely coming on the panel to say disparaging things that will piss her off, forcing her to spend more money to get that shit the fuck off the show, because it's a show to defend her son. So you're running up the money. It was a predatory act. I know that's the style of the show. People get thrown off on bounties. And it's like there was some buyer's remorse there, because the fact that you donated to the Autism Society and she pushed for that, you can tell there was some buyer's remorse here. I don't care. I got to say this. It is what it is. What he did was fucked up. You don't come and try to protect someone's child and then have idiots jump on the panel saying dumb shit where she literally has to, get this motherfucker off the panel. My son's getting disrespected because this motherfucker, Daryl Long, was disparaging her son. Like, that's not a defense at all. I'm not going to have no goddamn bounty system on and have randoms jump on the panel when I'm defending your son from my, genuine interest to defend your son. That's filthy work. This guy just takes advantage of children all the time in any way he possibly can. That's filthy work. He's out here trying to buy Flora support. He's out here trying to buy various other content creator support. Some folks are not having it. They're not defending this nigga. They're not backing him up. That's what part 3 is about. Part 3 is about highlighting and lamenting all the dusty folks that are running convenient defenses and highlighting the folks that are getting basically strong-armed into supporting this nigga. They thought they deleted the footage. This nigga's literally strong-arming folks. Oh, I know this about, because this is the problem with this space. A lot of these folks in this space have a lot of skeletons in their closet. A lot of things that can be outed. E Black, the dumbest motherfucker of all time, has the worst skeletons of all time in his closet. The worst. That's why when he said something, I'm like, you idiot. Are you dumb?
Oh, shut up, nigga.
If I were to go and ether E Black, he probably wouldn't be able to return to the internet. He'll probably be crying the way he was crying against Daryl. This guy's dumb as shit. He doesn't understand the skeleton. It's to the point where it's like he's dissing me and I'm sparing him because it's that fucking bad. E Black, you're dumb, bro. You're an idiot. You're the dumbest person in this space. Your skeletons are horrible. They're egregious. They're probably worse than Mike TV's. But you're the talk. It's like, what are we doing out here? It's that bad. It's that bad. He better shut his bitch ass before we don't want to go over I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm not going to say shit. I'm not even going to say shit. Because it's so fucking bad. What Fatty generally does, and I seen him do it, and I'm gonna highlight it and show y'all in 4K in part 3. He knows these people have skeletons in their closet. The way he ran a show about me, he's going to run a show about anybody that says anything naysaying or that doesn't support him or continue to support. He'll run a 7-hour show pulling up everything, all the dirt, whether it be nudes, whether it be the way he did Sharon's wife, disrespecting the man's wife, whether it was lying on security guards, security boss's husband, whether it be disparaging Courtney Michelle, adding bodies to her. Literally adding bodies and then having to confess that he doesn't know anything about her being a harlot. He was just saying things because he was hurt like a whole bitch. Niggas competing to be head bitch in charge. And y'all don't know what I mean by that. Women fight different ways. Women go to ruining reputation in different ways. Women are more venomous with the way they move when they go back and forth with beef. Women are on a next level. On a next level. He fights just like a bitch. Not like a woman, a bitch.
I have no evidence that you are a harlot, and none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me, and that's how people usually go about. I will leave you alone.
When you're dealing with an evil, vindictive motherfucker, they do shit like that. Like a bitch, John. Like a bitch.
I have no evidence that you are a harlot, and none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me, and that's how people usually go about. I will leave you alone.
Just Jay says, hey, we can't beat a man with fists. That's the thing. That's why women could go to next levels of just venom. And men aren't supposed to conduct themselves that way. It's unbecoming of a man to go at a woman with such animus and venom, exposing everything, all the dirty laundry. When that guy Prince from Love and Hip Hop was talking about, oh yeah, he fucked Lori Harvey. It's like, wait, what? It's like unsolicited. You're just telling everybody's dirty laundry. Like men nowadays, Game is talking about his list. The Game's talking about, oh, I fucked this Kardashian, this person. It's like, what part of the game is that? These niggas nowadays in the media are very weird. They're moving like bitches. They're not moving like typical men. Let's get these likes up, chat. I have no idea what they're at, but I know they're dusty. That's all right, but we can get them up. We can get them higher than that. I don't like what this motherfucker did with that situation with Robbie's son. At first, I'm like, oh, he defended her son. He paid him $1,000. Cool. He stood up for what was right. Then you look at the episode and you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? Are you trying to milk the money by having these idiots disrespect and have these disparaging or these dumb ass perspectives when it comes to respecting folks' children? Were you doing that purposely to get them taken off the fucking panel? It's very weird. It's very weird.
Of course, it gotta be
things to do with gaslighting. Gaslighting is, for example,
Bro, you like 16-year-old girls. I don't want to talk to you.
That's fine.
Hey, Lee, they tried to kill
You
you
like
over
16-year-old girls, bro. I'm not talking to you after that conversation. Matter of fact, you like 12-year-old girls.
I need order. I need order.
Kiki, I love you, but I don't share spaces with pedophiles. I'll talk to y'all later.
So in the moment when it happened, Unlikely Lee and Rob B both called him a pedo and weren't fucking with him. What happened since that point in time? That's what I'm wondering. Since that juncture, how much gaslighting did this motherfucker do? Because JB seen it in time. He was there in the real time. Fatty tried to gaslight him with his dusty ass explanation. At the end of all of it, he said, fuck that. I know what I seen. You're full of shit. You made predatory comments and you were dead serious. And then we have him doubling down on for us. So I'm seeing a whole bunch of everything of nothing right now because we have it. We have it all up on tape. Him doubling down, him justifying it conceptually, him speaking about the nuance, and then when he explains the nuance, it falls flat as fuck. Just absolute dust in this space. I ain't supporting none of these folks in this space, man. If you're associated with this shit, I have nothing to do with you. I'm sorry. You have proven that you have no standards, no integrity, no decency, nothing. Just selling out for the money. That's what it proves to me. That's what it proves to me. It's like, fuck it, it's entertainment. You surround yourself with people that make very predatory comments that are definitely top suspects for being a predator. The signs are all there. It's like, what do we gotta wait? We gotta wait for you to actually touch a child before we look at you weird? It's like that same analogy. If you see a man standing with a white van trying to lure some kids in, you gotta wait until he successfully lures a kid for you to be like, yo, this is a fucking predator. What is this creep doing? The signs are all there. I'm not doing a panel today. I'm not trying to make this the longest live stream in the world. I have various other topics to cover. Covering this took a lot of time out of life. This point right here. Let me pull this up on the screen. Shout out to Alicia. The fact that he believed he could provide nuance is crazy. I can't even remember the nuance that they provided. It was so asinine. It was the dumbest point ever. I'm like, that's not added nuance. That is just filthy work out here, sir. It was that bad. All right, chat, let's get these likes up. Make sure we hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Join the members. We have new member content on the way. We have a lot of things to react to. I don't want to spend too much time talking about this pedo shit. We have a lot more interesting and funny streams to react to other than weirdos that congregate to talk about underage children. Yeah, it's right here. It's called Dark Thoughts Episode 9. Age ain't nothing but a number. Filthy work. Absolute filthy work.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
How many defenses? How many? Like, you have to get on your platform and run a defense every other month? He has so much footage that he defended the point and then deleted. And then doubled down on the point and then deleted. And sucks for him because we got it. That's the problem. He deleted it, but we got it. Caught in 4K. I got to find the timestamps for it. This is a problem. He doubled down 3 times. We caught him 3 times. The 4th time is on the way. The 4th time that he doubled down is in part 3. I still got to find the moment because I had the timestamp, but I deleted it because I had so much Floyd material. I thought I copied it over, so I gotta look through the footage again. I gotta look through hours of footage again to find another moment of him doubling down. But I have the video, and I timestamped it once, but I lost it because I was deleting. Okay, so my phone sucks. I have so much saved stuff, so much copied shit in my phone. I have barely any space, so I'm constantly deleting shit to make room for new shit. So when I copy something in my phone, sometimes I gotta delete shit. I had that screenshot, fucked it up. I gotta bring that back. Nonetheless, I already proved it 3 times over. We got to prove it a 4th time just to be an asshole. But nonetheless, it is what it is. And then I'm going to break down, in part 3, I'm going to break down the dynamic between the content creators. Who is getting paid off? Who is conveniently silent? Who is running a defense? And who is going to participate in the pedo platform after everything is fully out there? We'll see. We'll see. I do email it to myself, but there's only so much. You know, I thought I emailed it. That's the problem. I deleted it because I thought I emailed it. I thought I had it in my folder. I thought I organized it. I didn't. Shit was filled with all sorts of dusty-ass Floyd footage. Yeah, so I got to find that part again. That's not that significant because that's not the central focus of the episode. I'm just doing that to, you know. Make sure that the point is fully highlighted and lamented that this motherfucker doubled down several times and tried to explain his ideology in even having the conversation and having the disposition that he had. Yeah, man. I'm gonna wrap this one up. We're gonna have a call-in show next time. I'm not gonna do the call-in right now. I got lost in that texture and that. Hold on, I want to see what the hell is going on. I'm so lost. What was happening? Wait, what? All right, I gotta have a conversation off air with somebody real quick. Yeah, before this month. Yeah, I gotta go, chat. We're gonna wrap this one up. We out. Yeah.